Yeah, what up, what up, what up, what up, world? What's good, what's good, what's good?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yes, indeed. We back in the building. Blurred AF. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Get this music.
Let me see. Since I am on a different version, I'm on the mobile version. I'm trying to see the comments. Okay, I can't see the comments in Sage. I'm gonna be home soon, but of course, it wasn't gonna stop me from getting in this conversation today. It wasn't gonna stop me, and I might have to have you since once we get there. If I'm not home, pull up that video
All right.
so you can see, you know, why we'll have a little something. You know what I'm saying? A little something in mind, because that's the thing. I don't play favorites. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
play favorites.
Dirt.
So, but again, what up, Dirt? But again, welcome everybody to another episode of Blurred AF. Of course, Bluminati's in the house along with your man Dre Mac. I
That's right.
am in what up, Torian? But I'm in the car. I got my AirPods on. So as soon as I get to the house, we gon' you know what I'm saying, you get to see me. Cause I got some when they say, yo, Dre, I got something to say, I'm not lying, boy. I got something to say, boy.
You sent that to me on, was it Facebook?
Yeah, it was on Facebook. I couldn't find. I didn't. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying. I don't know where it was. If that was TikTok or not. I'm presuming it was TikTok. I'm assuming it was TikTok, but it went
Mm.
viral on Facebook. That's how I got tagged in it.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to. Well, I'll just leave it up on Facebook. I found it on Facebook. D Stizzle,
Yeah.
Stizzle, Stizzle.
The, the admin was good.
Me and Stizzle need to
Lawrence
have a
is.
convo.
What up, Lawrence? What's up? What's up, Junior Network? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm
Lawrence in the
Robin.
building.
I'm Robin Shaw. What's good? What's good? Uh, y'all need to check out, because I'm checking out her music. I'm Robin Shaw is in the chat. She is a musician. She sings. So I want you guys to check her out and see what she got going on.
I'm Robin's child, right? Is that her
It's she
Instagram or
had to
whatever?
put it
Or,
in the chat. Uh, Not she had to put in her music in in the chat. But I was listening to some acapella. Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? What's up? I am Real Sans. What's good?
If you sub to both of us, we don't know who you sub to. Sub to both of us if you can. I am Sans. Hopefully you sub to both of us. I'm supposed to
Facts.
be talking about this, man, coming up.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna let the show happen first, Lawrence, and then possibly talk about it. Hopefully, because they might be pulling a whammy on us. I don't think they are, but they might be presenting it one way, but coming a different way. You get what I'm saying, Dre? About the Michael
I get what you're
Netflix
saying.
situation?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. I'm going to go. Well, June 3rd is Masters in the Universe for me. I got the early screening, so I'm going to see Masters in the Universe. Then I'm gonna come back and talk about that. You know what I'm saying, that night. But if you see old Mike one more time, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying. I seen Mike the other day. I was blue, bro. I ain't never went to slap people before in my life. All the talking, man, I'm like, come on, dog. This is my third time seeing it. Y'all should see it by now. Stop talking. So
Right.
when he gonna dance next? Shut up. Wait. Get ready to.
When he gonna dance
Like,
next?
shut up. I mean, like, stupid. Like, man, I was turned around like, hey, shut up.
That's
And
crazy.
I'm Robert Shaw. Yeah, it's all good. I love to see my people, do you know what I'm saying, when they doing something or whatever, I can be able to shout them out. Do you know what I'm saying? And at least try to get people to your to what you're doing.
Right.
So But yeah, make sure you put your Spotify. I want to say it was on your Spotify. Put your Spotify link down so people can check out what you're doing, your
Yeah, yeah.
music.
Put the link in there. Put the link in the chat, man, so everybody can check your music out. See what you got going on. Tony Robinson in the middle. What up, Tony?
What's up, Tone?
Big dog status.
Man, okay. I ain't gonna lie. I'm itch. Did you get the did you reach out to the
I did.
Pantheons?
I did. They ain't hit
All
me
right.
back yet. They ain't hit me back.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of want to get it. I kind of want to start.
I wanna wait for you to get fully,
Okay.
because I
Yeah,
don't
because I
want you
gotta
to
be at
die out.
home.
Yeah, I
Yo,
don't want you to
yeah.
die out.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. Go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and start the show, man. I can't start the show like you can from this mobile person because I don't know how to do it. It's
You
weird.
don't know how to
This
do it. You got to. You know what? You might not.
Oh,
be
I
able
can
to
do it.
do
Yeah, I can
Can
do
you
it.
do it?
Yeah, I can do it, man. Let's go.
What does this button do?
Bro, I'm not
You,
gonna
you
lie, I'm never doing that again. It sounds like a broken record up in
it
this
sound
mug. This mobile person is horrible.
uh, yeah, man. As y'all are coming in, please hit us with a like. Share it if you can. Please do that. If you're watching this on the replay, also give us a like. Scroll over, slide the chat box or the comment box, slide it over to your left. You should see a place that says hype. If you can hype our videos, hype this video, it goes a long way. We much
Facts.
appreciate it. Much appreciated. You said we definitely should collab. Okay. Yeah, we'll
All right.
most definitely, yeah. Come on the
We'll,
show.
we'll, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
I started to buy you some time. We're gonna start off light, but it'll be kind of in the same vein. I want to talk about this Zack Snyder and Escape from New York. I sent it to you.
Wait
I
a
don't know if
minute.
you
Wait
got
a
the
minute.
chance.
I haven't got a chance to look at it. But you're not. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're telling me that Zack Snyder wants to remake Escape from New York.
Yeah, that's what look. Let's just go through the article. This is the thing is the reason I want to kind of put this out there is because you get Zack Snyder, and I don't know if he's just doing this to sell himself, but he been showing the Batman pictures and all of that from his Justice League days or whatever. And I'm like, this dude he won't let it go. I see why the fans won't let it go, because he won't let it go, right? But the fans never
Facts.
support him on other shit. My bad. They never support him on other stuff.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's
See,
like
it's kind of like Tyreek Hill right now. Keep posting like his old stuff from the Chiefs. Like, bruh, it might be over. You might have to have that long walk like Gangsta-licious did and be like,
I think it's really over.
Can I move? I'm gonna turn this chat off while we go. But yeah, man, this is he said it might be over. This is coming from Deadline. It says Zack Snyder to direct reimagining of John Carpenter's Escape from New York. Zack Snyder set to write and direct the reimagining of Escape from New York, the dystopian cult classic from John Carpenter. Details as to the plot of the new film remain under wraps. Studio Canal announced it at CinemaCon in April. Damn, this was announced. Well, didn't even nobody talk about this. So this was announced back in CinemaCon. That's wild. See how they don't like this man? All the Snyder fans, this is something y'all should have jumped on. And y'all,
They didn't say nothing about this.
nothing.
They didn't say nothing about this.
The picture companies Andrew Rona and Alex Hyman were produced through their overall deal with Studio Canal, which shares rights to the property, where Carpenter, Zack Snyder, Deborah Snyder, and Wesley Collier were produced via Stone Quarry, with Carpenter serving as executive producer. The project is intended to release in theaters. One of the most influential sci-fi action films ever produced, Escape from New York, introduced viewers to the eye patch wearing anti-hero SD Snake, my guy, Snake Plissken, who was played by Kurt Russell, a decorated special forces veteran turned federal convict who was coerced into rescuing the U.S. president from Manhattan in a world where the entire island has been turned into a maximum security. Hey, this movie here was wild. This was
this movie is wild.
One of my favorites.
What
though.
up, J.D. Informant?
This is 80s movie, like personified.
Oh, yeah.
100%. This is an 80s movie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Released in 1981, the film grossed more than $50 million worldwide against the $6 million budget. Damn. Spurring the production 15 years later with the sequel Escape from LA. Attempts to remake Escape from New York go back decades with various studios and creators eyeing projects at different points. Those Silver, Roger Rodriguez, Radio Silence, Leigh Whannell among them. We ain't got to go more deeper. That's really about it. What do you say about this, Dre? What do you say about it?
Like, why would you turn around and make this movie now? Like, why would you turn around? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, it's an 80s movie. Nostalgia is in as well. Close to 40 years old. Hey, Miss Roberta, ain't nobody cussing yet.
Yeah, not yet.
but but I can see why nostalgia is in. I want to say, wasn't that what you were saying on your on one of the lives you did last week? Like, nostalgia is king right now.
Yeah,
everybody's
banking
definitely on nostalgia for their major motion pictures, whether it's biopics, whether it's 80s nostalgia video games or whatever, or remaking these classic films. It's nostalgia.
Yep.
And that's hitting the box office, truth be told. I mean, like I said, think about Michael. Michael's Thriller is a personification of the 80s. You know what I'm saying? The album. You know what I'm saying? And that's making waves. Like, Michael's new again. Like, it's like Michael came out the grave and said, "I'm back," and he's new again to a lot of people who did not know him. So John Carpenter, I can see John Carpenter's a remake of John Carpenter's classic can be new to the audience. It's Zack Snyder, and only thing I don't like Zack Snyder is movies are boring because they have so much slow-mo and all this other stuff going on. Like, dude, I don't want to watch this no more because it gets boring after a while. It'll be good, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
I've been advocating for a Snake Plissken movie for a while now. Ever since like Escape from LA, I always wanted another one. I thought he deserved a trilogy, and this was around, especially after Escape from LA. This is when they was really pushing Kurt Russell to try to be like that action star. Yeah, they were really pushing for it. And he, not saying he wasn't an action star, but he wasn't in the top 5 at that. You know what I'm saying? He was a Hollywood star, but him trying to pivot to action, he never fully pivoted and necessarily got his feet into it. So I thought maybe him having a trilogy. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, because he had a unique charm that a lot of Hollywood guys did not have. Look at Big Trouble in Little China. He's basically the white savior. He is the white savior of Big Trouble in Little China. Ain't no way he's supposed to say the day in that movie. But the reason why we let go, because of Kurt Russell's charm. Now, Wyatt Russell has a little bit of that, but I can see he can be more of an action star if he takes on the role that his father did, and Zack Snyder wanted to pay that role to him, but Kurt was never.
You think he go to Wyatt and say, "Man, you want to be Snake?"
I see it. I can see it. I can see it, and people forget Snake is the reason we have Metal Gear, and it geared that character. It called him Snake with an eye patch.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I mean,
You're
I
right.
can see them going to Wyatt. You know what I'm saying? White and Kurt did an excellent job in the Monarch series on Apple
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 TV. Yeah.
Plus or Apple TV.
Hmm.
Why I say Apple, but Apple TV. So he did an excellent job playing, the older, younger version of each other and stuff like that. Like I said, Kirk just had this charisma, and you gotta have that charisma when you are, doing these movies. The nostalgia. You gotta have somebody that's charismatic. You know what I mean? So I can see it happening, but I'm just saying why? Why that movie? There's a perfectly good Knight Rider script floating around,
This
Zack
guy not
Snyder.
right. You know
Me
what?
and Chubby Checkers was talking about it. Nah.
You want to check with that? I think while you playing, I do think Knight Rider could work. I'm not mad if he would have came out, or if they would have announced him doing a Knight Rider movie. I wouldn't have been mad at that. But I think this is right up his alley. This is Zack
You
Snyder.
think this right? You think this right
Yeah.
up his alley?
Yeah. This is we're gonna get slow-mo. Because the thing is, he's gonna turn Snake into a superhero. That's what he's gonna try to do.
True.
He's gonna sensationalize Snake, and sensationalize to the point to where he's gonna try to make him bigger than what he needs to be. Remember, Snake is a
True.
convict. Snake is
It's a convict. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Zach is gonna try to do his best to make him bigger than life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that necessarily worked. But as far as inside the story, but this will make money. I think it'll make money because the budget shouldn't be high.
Right.
The budget
Not
shouldn't
for
be
that.
high. And I better see these Snyder writers showing up to make this like a $1 billion movie. The way that they talk about this guy. You know what I'm saying? They better show up, man. I don't want to hear, because if they don't show up for this movie, they movement is done to me. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Absolutely. You can't sit up here and talk about we restore the sniper, and that's why I kept saying why y'all don't show up for nothing else. Snacks out here dying. Young Mount, his old Batman. No, what about what he's making right now? Support that. If you not support that, why do you think they're gonna bring him back for just that?
Right, because it ain't like he done had some W's in the near past. You know what I'm saying? Like he done lost Netflix. He lost over there. Like he ain't been winning. He need a W, and dogs won't give him a W.
I think the fans could do it, but will they? That's the question.
That's the question. Will they? Will they is the question. But yeah, I'm intrigued by this. Like I said, I wanted a sequel to this. What do you think he does though to further the conversation? What is the plot? Is this a continuation? Is this something new? Is this
a remake?
Are we remaking it totally?
That's what it sounds like. Remaking it in Zack Snyder's image. That's not saying it's scary, because his directors, like I said, his director cut of Justice League was good. I'm not gonna sit up here slow-mo some silly parts. You know what I'm saying? But that's Zack Snyder. He's really interested about telling a plot to make you something. Just takes 4 hours to get there. So that's the whole problem. I don't know about this one. I would nix this one. And he created his own Escape from New York.
Yeah.
And Michael got Escape from Joe Jackson. That's the name. Should be the name of the movie instead of Michael, the Leaving Joe Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So Zack Snyder take that idea and make his own Escape from LA. Escape from New York. You don't have to call it that, but it could be a vein of it.
I think he wanted he wanted to do something that was nostalgic. I think he wants to capitalize on this 80s, on you know what I'm saying, people doing these remakes. I think he wants that, and he picked this which is kind of out of left field because I don't know how many people really talk about Escape from New York or Escape from LA like that. So I'm not mad at the pick, but he could have picked something else. It is other properties out there that he probably could have brought back, or movies that are cult classics that from the 80s, but they wasn't big box office hits. What is there a way where you can take one of those cult classics and turn them into a box office hit? You know what I'm saying? Which one would you choose? That's if I'm him, that's what I'm looking for. This seems like it made 60 million on a $8 million budget, $9 million budget. Sound like it was a box office hit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if this necessarily would be the first one I try to retread, but I'm always up for trying to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I don't know. I do not know. You still there, Drake?
Agree. I'm knocking it, but I don't know. Oh my God, I'm back. It's jacking up.
All right, seems like we lost Drake. I think he's on his way to his house. Hopefully, he's on his way to the crib, and we'll get him full fledged because Dre ready to talk. You know what? I think Zack Snyder. I think he should have did Beastmaster. I think Zack Snyder should bring Beastmaster back. That's what I believe. I think he would have been dope with Beastmaster. Him doing a Beastmaster movie, and I think Beastmaster got like 3 movies. Where you at, Dre? Hold on. There we go. What you think about him doing Beastmaster, Dre? He's still not there? Dre, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it was jacking up real bad, so I had to reload it.
Yeah, what do you think?
Sure.
Because I'm thinking of a movie that he could bring out and do. What about Beastmaster?
I can see that. Science fiction, Conan in the vein of Conan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little
I can
time
see
travel or universe hopping involved.
Yeah. Just
I
something.
think that'll work for him.
Something that fits his mode. Something that fits his mode. That's all. It's just something that fits his mode. And for me, something like I said, I'm not mad about Escape from New York. Because, but something like a Beastmaster, science fiction. You already kind of like fell on your face with the last science fiction flick.
Mm.
So do something different. Do something different. I think it'll work.
I bet you that's cheap to just. I bet you that's a cheap brand that you can go and buy into, and they'll let you just remix it and play. You know what I'm saying? Let Zack Snyder be Zack Snyder in that Beastmaster universe. I guarantee. I think he can bring something. I think he can make something out of that work. I really do.
I believe that. I believe that. And that style, his style fits first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It fits that universe. D Sizzle said it's finna be the Dre night show if a rebooted Knight Rider is on the big screen. Bro, I'm telling you now, I'll go hire Travis Knight. I'll hire Travis Knight, and boy, I lose my mind.
The Dre Night show. You got to go get the other man, the other YouTuber. What's his name? Knight. Black dude who got beat up in box.
Nah. You gotta leave him where he at.
Gotta go get all the night.
He over here tasting. Yeah, he tasting the biscuits. Nah, he got biscuit. He got buttery biscuit activity to bake. No, boy, it's about to bake. Boy, that's another trigger. Another trigger, boy.
He still say the
I don't like saying that like that. Probably was. What's up, Quasimodo?
What up? They don't let Blue go get the short ribs. If you seen the Temptations. You funny, Kwanzi. You funny, man. Oh man, but yeah. That's it on Zack Snyder. We ain't gotta hang too much on Zack Snyder, man. Let's get into let's get into this, man. I seen some people talking ish about this suit. I don't know. I think that's just a vapid hate campaign on my man Jimmy Gunn. Jimmy Gunn,
they don't like Jimmy.
Yeah, I just don't. But why? Like, he ain't gave you nothing but good stuff. Not, I mean, if they was expecting this man to come over and everything to be a hit just right out the gate, like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see.
But ain't
why
like he gave
hate.
you a dud either. Like, he ain't gave you a complete
ain't like
dud.
He gave you a dud. I just don't understand the hate. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And
Like
nobody
the
has
hateocracy.
educated me yet.
Tina ain't told you about the hateocracy?
Nah, because I asked her, she don't know. She don't know neither. She don't
You're
know
gonna be
why.
like, why am I in it?
Yep, that's all she gonna say.
She said he lies.
I just don't get out. Let me show, because I saw an image. I think it was on Twitter. Yeah, this image right here. This image right here, man. Let me blow us up. This image right here. Concept art, expectations, reality. And they got the lion looking goofy. Like, what?
It's just something
doing,
to cry. It's just something to cry about.
What are we talking
It's
about?
literally something to cry about. That's not even, may not even be the finished product. He's just showing you concept. He said, this is what it could look like. You know, they saying the same thing about the Green Lantern suit. They say the same thing about Millie Alcott playing Supergirl. Like, a lot of you people just be complaining, starting to complain to grift, just for rage bait.
It's just stupid to me, man. It's just dumb. Like you said, rage bait. This suit looks like the concept art.
You know what's crazy is that
Go ahead.
That suit looked like the same suit from the Death of Superman cartoon, where Lex suit up and he started fighting. What's his name?
The metallic Superman.
No, what's the name that killed Superman?
Doomsday.
Doomsday, yeah. Well, if you remember on the cartoon, he came out in the green suit and started fighting.
Yeah.
It looks it looks like that. And if D Sizzle say the suit looks legit, I'm good. Because he complained. He can complain.
So he
He'll tear that suit to pieces. You know D Sizzle will tear that suit to pieces?
Nah, he would. I'm just just watching it, just looking at Lex in that suit, and Lex, the Lex suits or whatever have been different suits throughout the years anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I always looked at them as being oversized mech suits anyway. They're not an Iron Man, Dr. Doom type suit. You know what I'm saying? This is something that has to withstand going up against Superman. His whole suit is to go up against Superman. So you think he's just gonna be walking around in some skin tight metal to skin type suit like Iron Man? Nah, his shit. My bad. His suit is gonna be more padded, more armor. You know what I'm saying, on top, because he's going up against Superman. What do y'all not understand? My only point about his suit that I never understood was he never had a mask on. Like, he never did anything to protect his face. You know what I'm saying, with the suit. But even in this one, what James Gunn showed, you see that he got the dome over it. Now, I don't know if it's glass or whatever. I don't know how glass gonna hold up against the Man of Steel, but to me, that's the suit, man. That's a good looking suit. To me, anyways, I don't know. I do not know. Good looking suit to me, man. But let me read this article. You back, Drake? Drake.
Can you hear me now? I'm
Yep,
literally
yep,
sitting. I'm stationary and I keep losing internet.
got. How far out are you?
I'm 30 minutes away from my house.
Hmm, that's all right.
So
That's
I'm pretty
fine.
far.
He said I'm 30
Mm.
minutes away. Where you went to? Missouri or where you went?
No,
Kansas?
I'm in Missouri. I'm in North Kansas City, Missouri. I
Mm,
actually passed North Kansas City, Missouri.
that's all right.
Diesel side never complain. I just critique and throw. What is that? I can't
Constructive
say
shade.
stuck. Oh, okay.
Constructive shade. Yeah. Nah, that's right. Nah, we ain't coming. You know, we're not coming to you, Sizzle. You
Nah,
do
my
your
man.
thing. You
That's
do
my
your
man,
thing.
D Sizzle.
But yeah, man, the article, Man of Tomorrow said image reveals first look at Lex Luthor in full body armor for the Superman sequel. James Gunn posted the first look. Nicholas Hoult suited up full body armor as Lex for the Man of Tomorrow. The co-CEO, I'm glad they put that in there. DC Studios co-CEO, but they act like it ain't nobody else over there running the show. And
Like
Superman
Peter
director said,
Safran just didn't get the
right,
job too.
right. Shared behind the scenes image across various social media platforms today. Sneak peek of Clark Kent's Nemesis wearing what looks to be a near comic accurate war suit that would help him go toe to toe with the son of Krypton, maybe even Brainiac, when the DCU follow up premieres this year. Gunn only confirmed that the image came straight from Man of Tomorrow set with the message "fit check" in his post. You can see Holt wearing the suit here. I think this is dope, man. I don't know what this is a shot of. This could just be, hey, let's take a couple pictures of you in the suit. This might not have nothing to do with the movie in general. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good looking suit to me, man. Good looking suit. I was talking today with a homeboy of mine, and I'm gonna ask you: do you think this Man of Tomorrow, this sequel to Superman, is going to be a little bit more edgy, a little bit more grittier, with all the actors who've been attached to it, all the don't want to say villains, but all the players of said movie? What do you think about that? Dre gone? Dre, you there? Dre faking the phone, man. Yo, Dre. Yeah, he gone. He'll be back. He'll be back. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Okay. Oh, about this being great. I think because the way I'm looking at this, man, we got a lot of players in this movie. A lot of people in this movie, and a lot of the characters in the movie seem to be a little bit more grittier than what we got first. And I think maybe James Gunn, he might have heard the critiques of like D Sizzle said, the critiques of his movie, of his Man of Steel movie, man, and not Man of Steel, his Superman movie, and maybe he wants to make it a little bit more darker. Not saying that it's not going to be a James Gunn movie, but James Gunn can do a dark, gritty film. He's done dark, gritty films before. So I think it might be a little bit more gritty, especially when you're bringing in Brainiac. Now, it's been many different iterations of Brainiac. I wonder which mental state Brainiac is going to be in. Is this going to be like the conniving Brainiac? Is this going to be the Brainiac no feelings, like anybody can get a type Brainiac? Is this just a super duper smart Brainiac? Like, it's a lot of ways to play with Brainiac. I'm also hearing that Parasite might be involved in this. That would be dope. I saw today that they said there's gonna be some new villains showing up. Yes, it is. Yeah. It is gonna be blacker. It's gonna be blacker. But I don't know who those characters they're playing. right? But it is gonna be blacker. That's one thing that I do like about James Gunn. He's including or adding more to the visual palette when it comes to his actors. But if you think about James Gunn, even if you go over to Marvel, he's had a variation of characters, you know what I'm saying? And his cast was not an all-white cast. And he's always worked with multiple ethnicities and stuff like that. So I think he's one of those who's wanting to be more inclusive. And as inclusive as he can. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. I hope Brainiac is not quipping. Yeah, he better not be quipping. What about a monologue? Because I don't mind a good villain monologue, like how we got Thanos when he was talking about and that brings you right back to me. If we can get something like that out of Brainiac on some dope monologue, villain monologue type, you know what I'm saying? Like the villain, as much as I hate them monologuing right when they about to, you know what I'm saying, do the last blow or whatever, but if you monologue before the fight starts and it's one of them that really, really, really like hit home, I think that's dope. And I think Brainiac will be able to do that. Brainiac will be able to do that. Hopefully in Doomsday, we get Doom with a dope ass monologue, especially if it's like at the end, right when he supposedly wins or whatever, a dope ass monologue. Come on, man. Come on, you can't lose with a villain monologue. Look at Jay. Here go Jay. Jay said last year Gunn said he wasn't going Brainiac route. Flash to now and Brainiac. Man, come on. You knew. Why do y'all believe James Gunn? Like, stop trying to until he show you something, don't believe him. That's my advice I'm gonna give you when it comes to Jimmy Gunn. That's my advice I'm gonna give you when it comes to Jimmy Gunn. Don't believe him until he show you, because I don't think he wants to give his full deck of cards right off right. And I think back then, I don't think he knew what was up and what was down when it comes to the company. The company being sold, what am I gonna be doing? Like, I don't think he knew. But I'm gonna keep y'all engaged. And that's all he really doing is keeping y'all engaged. Not Will Smith playing Brainiac. I wouldn't be mad at Will Smith playing Brainiac. Wouldn't be mad at that. That Heath Ledger Joker has some fine monologue lines in general. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, man. I'm all down for a dope ass villain monologue. All down for it. You know what I'm saying? Quincy says James is habitual liar. Kevin Feige is just both. They both some liars. That's one thing. Like, both of them gonna hit you with a, you know what? This is the difference between them two, Quincy. James Gunn, I think, lies to get you involved in said project. You know what I'm saying? Whether he lying, whether he telling the truth, he's lying to get you involved. I don't think he's lying to deceive you, right? And I know it's gonna sound like I'm caping for Jimmy, but just think of his lies. His lies are never to deceive you. Feige, on the other hand, that's a lying mofo right there. That's he can ask you what's 1 + 1. You write down 2, and he'll tell you that's a lot. No, it does not equal 2. That's the type of lie that Feige is. Feige will lie straight to your, like you said, straight to your face for no reason. For no reason. I like that. Vinnie Mac and Feige saying. I like that. No, they don't, Lawrence. They do not do the same. As far as if you're saying lying, yeah, they both lie, but they don't lie the same. You cannot, Lawrence, you cannot say that they lie the same. You cannot sit here and tell me that they lie the same. No way. No way. Oh, that's right. That is who is playing Brainiac. That's right. That's right. Lawrence, I ain't rocking with that. Not rocking with that. James lies to pull you in. Kevin outright lies. That's the truth. That's what I'm getting at right there. That's the truth. A lie is a lie. It's not the truth. I mean, Lawrence, you are not wrong, but you know what context I'm talking about. You know the context that I'm talking about. Chill in the building. What up, Chill? Chill, man. I wish you was able to come on, man. Wish you was able to come on. See, Chill ain't never in. When I need Chill to hop on, he always out gallivanting with the CIA or doing whatever spying and espionage things that he's doing, and you know what I'm saying, for his homework, for his homeland, Canada. He ain't never down to come and kick it with his homeboy, man. When I need you, Chill, you ain't never there, bro. But I get it. I get it, man. I get it. Say who lied to Gambit. Now who lied to Gambit? Oh, man. Kwanzaa say Feige lied about Kang. I swear he said something about a certain point that they knew Kang. That was the lie. That was the lie, right? And I think I said something about that. That's when it was him and the Russo. And the Russos kind of didn't want to jump in on the lie during that interview. But you know what I'm saying? They like, the boss line, so we gotta hop it. He sat there and told that bold-faced lie, talking about, oh, well, I always knew I was gonna move away from Kang. Get out of it, man. You know that's a lie. You signed this man for how many movies? You had Jonathan Majors lined up. You had his whole, at least 10 years of his life lined up. And then you talking about, oh, we always knew we was going to move away from Kang. Get out of here, Feige. And y'all be coming at me when I be talking about Feige got to go. Come on, man. That's the lie of all lies. That was a huge lie. That ain't some, oh, I'm not doing Brainiac and then I come back and do Brainiac, or I'm leaving some things out because I'm over here working. This was a you know what I'm saying? Like rewrite history type lie. Just lying, man. For no reason. Oh shit. Oh, let me not cuss. My guy, Chill. What up, Chill?
Hey, does it look like I'm at the Chill Mansion right now? I'm unavailable. Can't join you. Love you though.
Not Chill. Hold on, wait. It looked like you out like on CIA business.
Restaurant, upper echelon.
CIA. Salute to Chill, man. Chill came on to tell me. Y'all saw where he was at, right? He talking about he had a restaurant. Chill in some office building spying on somebody right now, man. Oh, salute to Chill, man. Salute to Chill. Gots to go, man. Lawrence said, right, it don't make sense because they had an emergency retreat. Look, man. But Lawrence, you telling me that they do the same type of lie? They do not do the same type of lie. Nah, he had the embassy with Drake and the CIA over there. But nah, Lawrence, they do not do the same type of lie. Like you said, that emergency retreat that they had, ain't how you gonna say that we was gonna move away? They said that they were gonna move away from him. What was it? Was it during the WandaVision time? I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that. But they basically said that they was gonna move away from Kang even before Kang became Kang, but before he came a thing. Even though y'all had signed Jonathan Majors to like a 10-picture deal, and he was gonna be playing Kang, he was gonna be playing all the variants and all of this. Come on, man. Actually, Marley Marr, the rumor on the street is Feige will be stepping down at the end of the year. That's the rumor. I don't know how 100% true it is, but Feige has even come out and said that he will be stepping down. Now, who will be taking his place? I would vote Brad Wonderbaum. I think Brad Wonderbaum, and matter of fact, I think even Brad Wonderbaum getting the position that he currently just got is kind of like to groom him into that next position. You know what I'm saying? So I think he might be stepping away, and good for him. Like, the thing is, it's not it's not like he's a bad producer. He's not a bad producer. He came in, he changed the game. Him and Marvel, Jon Favreau, and all of those guys have changed the game with how we ingest movies, how we take them in. We, you know what I'm saying, these trilogies, these whole cinematic universes, that's them. They perfected that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give him credit where credit is due. But it's sooner or later you zenith. You reach a plateau and that's it. And I think he's hit his ceiling. And not only has he hit his ceiling, I think he hit his ceiling and he is now bouncing back down. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I say Feige got to go. It's not to really say he's like a bad producer or he can't or he hasn't ever done anything great. You know what I'm saying? But it's time for him to go. Time for him to go. Thing to say that might be another lie to throw us off track. What? Well, he hasn't. The thing, you know what he'll do, Phoenix? This is what he'll do. When he decides not to leave, he'll say that never was a thing, even though he said it out of his own mouth. Even though he said that out of his own mouth, he'll say that was never a thing. Who said I was going to leave? I never said that. You know? Lawrence say, let Supergirl and Doomsday flop like man don't Grogu and see what happens. I think Supergirl is protected. I don't think Doomsday is protected. I think Supergirl not hitting the mark that if Supergirl doesn't hit 450, 500, I think it's fine. I think if Doomsday doesn't hit, Doomsday has a bigger hurdle to jump over. And that hurdle to me means more to Marvel than what Supergirl means to DC and Warner Brothers. If you get what I'm saying, Lawrence. Supergirl flopping is not the same thing as Doomsday flopping. Because the thing is, Doomsday can make a lot of money and still flop. In order for Supergirl to be a flop, she don't have to make she would have to like not make any money. Because I don't think the threshold for Supergirl, I think is like the 450, 500 mark. If it can't reach 450, 500, yeah, it flopped. It didn't do nothing. It didn't cross over. Didn't make its money. Doomsday let's say Doomsday hits 450, 400. 500, 600. If it does what Superman did last year, hang it up. Hang it up. That'll let you know exactly what the Marvel brand is. And if y'all been rocking with me and listen to what I've been saying how that Marvel brand has really taken a hit. Really taken a hit. Now the upside is the movie theater business is up. It's up. And the reason why it's up is because these smaller films are really allowing these movie theaters to make money. Obsession, a YouTube film. This dude was gonna put that movie on YouTube, right? Making money. Matter of fact, let me pull up. Let me pull up the box office and what's going on. So it's the top 5 films of this weekend was Backrooms, another slow, smaller budget movie. It made $81.5 million. Obsession, $26.4 million this week for a total of $104.7 million. Star Wars, it made $25 million. It's at the $137 million mark. Star Wars is looking bad, y'all. Ooh, Star Wars is looking bad, y'all. It is. Something ain't right over there. And we talked about it on Pantheon last Thursday. I know the blame is on Kathleen Kennedy and yada yada yada. It's the thought that, to me, I would have never taken a product that was television and put it in movies and expecting it to do big numbers. I would never have spent that type of money to put it on theaters. Never would have done that. I think that's the silliest thing in the world. That's crazy to me. Michael did another $11 million, and then Breadwinner 7.5. So the box office, movies in the box office is being held up a lot by these smaller movies, these smaller budgeted movies, which is a good thing for the big box office movies. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Dre?
Can you hear me? This thing totally froze on me.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, okay.
KK and Darth Iger are to blame. I just think they don't know how to rebuild Star Wars. I don't think it's an easy feat, but I think it's ways to get there. And I think they're trying to like get to the finish line ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think this is to me, Star Wars is in marathon mode, or should be in marathon mode. They should be building. They shouldn't be thinking of getting a home run. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't had that type of success in the streaming era. They haven't had that success. They really haven't.
Especially not with The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's not gonna happen with that movie anyway.
Yeah, and when I say they haven't had success when it comes to streaming, I meant on the theater side of things. Like Mando is what propped up Disney Plus. But that also shows that it's a streaming product. And that's I don't know if you heard what I was saying on about this, Dre, but I don't believe that they should have took that product off of streaming, which we have digested for the past 6 years for free.
Yep. And then make some.
That's the audience you have. And then try to put it up on theaters to make me pay for something. And not only just pay for something, but the last little piece of the story, trying to make me pay for it. It's not gonna work. It don't work that way.
Right.
It's not work that way. Even Stranger Things put what it was, the last 2 episodes in theaters for like a week or a couple of days, and then what did they do? They brought it right on back and said, well, here we go to Netflix. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that they just did that just because this was our last, this is our last thing we're doing. Let's make it an event. You can go to the movies, watch it, have a good time. But then, hey, if you don't make it to the movies, yes, it's going to be on Netflix. This should not have been a full-fledged film. And from what I understand, the film even feels like a streaming
episode. It feels like an episode of The Mandalorian. Not gonna lie.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
Yeah, and I fell asleep on it. And the reason why is because it felt like an episode of The Mandalorian. It wasn't like it didn't feel like an original movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't have that feel. And this is going to be a problem. I can understand why they're doing it, but this is going to be a problem. You got to stop making these shows where the character doesn't grow up. And Grogu is not growing up.
But that works for streaming.
Yeah, it worked for streaming.
Because I'm trying to get you, hey, if you was introduced to Grogu like this, we can keep Grogu like this all day long. No real Marcus in the building. What up, man? Back in the bus, Marcus.
Yeah, let me fix my name instead of BA.
Yeah, fix that.
Hold on. What's going on, fellas?
Chilling, man. Chilling. We talking Mando and Grogu right now. Just getting into
that. Okay.
And I was telling Dre about taking a property, which is kind of what we talked about on Thursday, taking a streaming property and then putting it on the movie. And Dre was saying how a character like Grogu not growing up also hurts because ain't shit changed with Grogu.
Facts. On both counts. I think it had less to do with the streaming transfer, because I think that can be successful in certain instances, but coming from Star Wars, right? Having that theatrical expectation, that bottom line. What up, though, Jay? Having that theatrical bottom line, it kind of sets a floor for you on what they're expecting you to do box office wise. So that's one strike against you. And then the second one is you are asking the audience that you're trying to attract by having Grogu not being very mature, being very infantile, goo goo gaga still, very merchandise heavy, right? That's very good for the kids.
Yeah.
But that ain't necessarily who's coming to, pay top dollar for a theatrical presentation.
I look at Grogu should have taken. See, this is what they should have been over there looking at what Jimmy Gunn did with the whole aspect of
I agree.
a plush toy selling. What he did with Groot. Groot had different phases. We watched Groot be grown, then be baby Groot, then be teenage Groot. Now he's grown again. Like, it's okay to do that, to give us phases of Grogu. Grogu still being chauffeured around in a damn floating droid type, you know what I'm saying, baby stroller type situation. Like, nothing about Grogu. I did see one little scene. I guess he did a little forced jump and all of this other stuff, but
it was whatever level of expectancy you have for Grogu in the Mandalorian, like throughout the seasons of the Mandalorian, I don't think it really expanded at all in this movie. It didn't try. That was very clearly not the focus. This was somebody in the executive suite at Disney was like, all right, well, they told me not to take the Moana TV show and turn it into a movie because that's not gonna work, and look how much money I made, right? Look how much money Moana 2 made.
Yeah.
And then so boom, let me march over here to Lucasfilm and tell them to do the same thing. Now, whether that was Iger, whether that was Kathleen Kennedy, I don't know.
I think it's
one of them told them to, hey, forget that next season, get that shit on the television.
Right, but you brought up Moana.
I mean, on the big screen.
On the big. Yeah. I think it's different with Moana. Is it Moana or are you talking about with the monster? Because that's the one. Moana never had a TV show.
No, it didn't end up going to the TV. That they ended up.
Oh, you're saying it? Oh, I see what you're saying. But
it was supposed to be a Disney Plus television show,
right?
And that ended up being the movie. Yeah.
But okay, I would make that decision though. I would say, you know what, Moana, because it doesn't have it didn't live on streaming first. You see what I'm saying? It's all about your birth. Where did you start at? You know what I'm saying? And it's not always like that, but in this particular thing with streaming, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you started on streaming, it is hard for that audience to carry over to theater.
What up, Pam? So how does that apply to what Pam is talking about, Lilo and Stitch? Because Lilo and Stitch started on Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, opposite. It's easy to go from opposite. It's easy to go from theaters to TV because
TV. You're right.
It's free.
And that was the pattern. I was watching this. It was this YouTube video, and he was talking about. No, I think it was on Twitter. He was talking about how the standard kind of churn for Disney was theatrical presentation, and then you had this little television show that was the offshoot, and that goes all the way back to like stuff with Little Mermaid and Aladdin. They all had what's going on, Tony Robinson. They all had their television show that would premiere after the movie on the Disney Channel. Aladdin had one, Little Mermaid had one, really all the movies. The Goofy movie. You had the Goofy television show that was on there. Goof Troop. What was some more? He had a whole list of them, and You know, Tarzan,
Yeah.
you know, all of them had little.
I think all of the Disney cartoons, all the princess shows, they all had a syndicated cartoon.
Some of them you can't even find nowhere no more. Like,
right.
They took them down. They're not even on Disney Plus.
Yeah, you're right. They all had a syndicated cartoon. I think I think the Hollywood bet so much on streaming that they forgot about the middleman, or you know what I'm saying. Like, and to me, the middleman, that secondary market, that VHS, DVD, that, you know what I'm saying, or even the TV market, like broadcast TV. When I say TV, broadcast TV, it's like they forget, and because those things was like moments in time too. You know what I'm saying? Like, Aladdin came out. I don't remember Aladdin 2 going to theaters. I remember watching Aladdin 2 on VHS.
On the VHS, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. Same thing with Lion King too. I don't remember it going to the theaters. Like,
no, you talking about the when with Kovu, Scar's little son. Yeah.
So stuff like that. Aladdin 2, 3, all was VHS. 3, they brought back Robin Williams to play the genie. You know what I'm saying? Who it was? Beauty and the Beast. I think Beauty and the Beast had a cartoon, I want to say, after Beauty and the Beast came out. Like Pocahontas. I don't remember Pocahontas 2 going to the theaters. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these was just the secondary market, right? But that goes from
Pocahontas 2. She found a new man. She didn't even end up with John Smith. Another new white man.
And then even when I started thinking about once they got into like Pixar stuff, either Pixar stayed theatrical, or it would do a theatrical movie and then give you something on what was Disney.
Pixar didn't have a lot of crossover into the television properties though. Like,
no, not a lot, but Cars.
But see, by the time we had got the Cars, we was dipping our toe in the streaming. Like the short stuff that they were working on, that stuff would end up before Disney Plus. That stuff would end up on Hulu. It would end up on your video on demand stuff. So we was just kind of sticking our toe into the streaming aspect of stuff. So it was changing.
The on demand type, the on demand. Yeah.
It wasn't so standard where all right, well, after this thing hit a certain number in the theaters, you're gonna get your TV show. You're gonna get your 20 episodes of the syndicated television show or whatever. So
because I can't really
kind of broke down the way that we talked about this before. The way that they have gone from the process of, all right, boom, we got a hit movie. That hit movie is going to turn into merchandise sales. That's going to allow us to continue to have an ancillary product to present it, right? Like the TV show, right? And that's going to be its track. That's the churn, right? That's the factory, the assembly line. Now that assembly line is all fucked. Right. Yeah. We don't know whether or not it's going to be a successful show or a movie franchise. However we do it, we got to find a way to sell some merchandise off of it. If we don't, then, you know, we gotta push everything to the subscription service to try to bleed money that way. There's no clear track to how to make the money now.
Yeah, they don't know how to. So, which goes back to market. They don't know how to market the kids or what kids is being marketed to. And I think it's because monoculture is dead. Like, when I grew up, everybody watched the same thing, no matter what, black, white, Latino, Asian, whatever. You had to watch it because that's what was on TV.
That's all there was, though.
That's all there was.
Yep.
So you were either you was in this culture or you wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Now it's so many different subcultures and niches. They don't know who to market because some of this stuff is just what it is. You can't necessarily go to this sub market or this subculture. You know what I'm saying? You got to market it.
I think you would have to work a little harder, but honestly, they bought so much. They don't really have to compete. They're so big that a certain percentage of the viewing public will watch their stuff. When they're talking about competition, they talking about Netflix. They talking about they're not really worried about what another studio is doing. They worried about what another tech company is doing to compete with them. And in that way, it's much more than the downline product. It's how are they competing in experiences? You know, they got these Netflix houses. How are they competing on, you know, in the marketing scheme? Like, are they outspending us in ad buys? You know, it's a much broader conversation now that you're having with Disney in a competition standpoint than just are we making better TV shows than them, because they're so much bigger and they've acquired so much of their would-be competition that they don't have to worry about the quality aspect of it so much. It's not that they can't identify who to market to and how to do it. It just costs them money to do that. And it's much easier to just astroturf your competition, so that the only thing you have to worry about are much more macro conversations in terms of competition, as opposed to, are we doing right by the people who are paying money?
Yeah, I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I think you can kill two birds with one stone. These companies, they tech companies, so their fingers in hands is in so many pots that's making them money. It's not like, and that's what I keep saying about like Disney being too big to fail, or Marvel being too big to fail, right? Yeah, maybe they'll shake something up. They might, if, like I said, if Doomsday fails, yeah, maybe they get Feige out here, or maybe they fire somebody under Feige or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna keep chugging along with what they got, because the money that they lost in Doomsday, they made up with whatever Pixar movie that just came out, or whatever theme park money that they just, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can move money around. That's
the
no
losses
big deal.
are so far down line that they're not really worried about making quality. The quality will come because they spend so much money and they're so big that eventually it'll get there. My problem with them, and what will come to bite them in the ass, is that they're leveraged so heavy into Marvel and Lucasfilm that if that underbelly falls out, then they really are shot. Now you offering up stuff that people don't want, right? And so I think Marvel is in a spot where if they don't hit with Doomsday, then it may be.
It can shake the building. I think it'll shake the building up, but I don't think the bottom will fall out. Because I think what they spent on Marvel and Lucasfilm, I think they have made that money back already. So now I think they kind of playing with high money.
That's not what I mean.
Okay.
I mean, like there'll be a shake up in the company for sure.
Okay, culture wise inside the building.
Culture wise, there'll be a shake up for sure.
Yeah. I most definitely believe that. Because now it's like, hold on, man. Y'all are money makers. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all are we hang our hat on y'all. We know that's automatic. We can go over here, play with this toy over here, but now y'all messing up. Well, it's a fly in the ointment over here. Can't have no flies in the ointment over here. I totally agree with that. Agree with that.
There'll definitely be a shakeup after all that.
Are you under the same, because they talk about your Superman cup or your Super Cup you got? Are you under the same pretense that I am under, that Supergirl doesn't need to perform the way that everybody say that it does?
If Superman would have overperformed or outperformed what it actually did, then maybe we wouldn't be having a conversation about how well Supergirl got to do. James Gunn is in a spot, man. He organized this thing that, like, his front end is not very awe-inducing. It's not a whole lot of spectacle in the early phases of what he's planning to do. And he got somebody breathing down his neck, man. Like, he has somebody who has the pulse of the fan base, I think, a little bit more than he does.
Who is that?
Reeves.
Oh,
Matt Reeves.
I guess.
Matt Reeves. I don't know that he wants that man job, or if there's even conversations going. I'm saying they're continuing to let that man.
Oh, you saying Matt Reeves wants Jimmy's
I don't know.
job?
I don't know if he wanted. I'm just saying he has a better pulse on what the DC fans are eating right now than James Gunn does. And they keep allowing him to make projects.
Okay. I don't think it's fair because it's Batman. That's like me and you, we can make a Spider-Man movie, and I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody would love it until they hate it, right?
Penguin.
Because it's Spider-Man.
The Penguin is the aberration. That's the tell, right? He made a show without Batman, and it was insanely successful. It was a
okay. So why giving the shit to Clayface? Like why is Clayface getting? That's Matt Reeves. He's producing on that.
For sure. No. That movie should have never been made.
Why not?
I think because it's a movie without Batman. Because it's a movie about a Batman villain and they don't got Batman in it. They got lucky with Joker, man. Don't let Joker set the expectation.
No. I'm not adding it to the Joker pile. I agree with you on that. What I'm saying is, if it is in the vein of a traditional horror movie and it costs If something costs me $10 to make and I make $150 off of it, why would I not make this movie?
Okay, no, I'm saying if it does that, I'm saying I don't.
And that's what I see.
With
Will it be
Clayface?
good? If you talk about it being good versus profitable, those are two different talks we can have. I'm looking at Gunn saying, "Hey, I'm gonna give something real quick, real precise." Me and
Oh, you
Peter
talking about
Stafford-
Supergirl.
No, I was talking about Clayface, but even with Supergirl, if we want to take it back to Supergirl not costing, from what I understand, it didn't cost the typical superhero movie money amount.
It shouldn't. He shot this movie 2-3 times already. He shot 3 Guardians of the Galaxy already. He should be able to make that movie very cheap.
I'm saying if everybody's looking for it to do this number, what I'm saying is I think DC is looking for it to do this number.
Should it do more than Should it do more than Superman?
No.
Okay, well then it should do fine. I'm thinking
No.
somewhere
If
around.
people are looking, I'm putting it up against
475.
There you go, and that's what I said. 450,
475.
Yeah, and you giving it up 470. I ain't even go that high. I said about 450.
Okay.
400, 450 is where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I said get there, maybe get a little bit more. I guess that will fall in the 475 range. I said if it hits 500, they got a home run off of it. That's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So yeah, no, doing because Supergirl. Now the bad thing, I wouldn't have told James Gunn to do a Supergirl movie because Supergirl just don't hit like that. It's never hit like that.
He's overconfident about the stuff that he likes, and is very. He seems very confident in that whatever story he's got cooking is going to really draw people in. But like, man, like you asking a lot, man. You asking a lot with Sergeant Rock.
I was about to call you Darius. What do you want, Marcus? Because both of y'all on the same.
I'm serious, man. You want me to get on the boat with Sergeant Rock? You want me to get on the boat with Jimmy Olsen? You want me to watch somebody called Booster fucking Gold? I don't even know who that is.
Booster Gold is big though.
Man, stop playing with me.
I'm telling you, D Stizzle. If you in the chat still D Stizzle, tell them about how Booster Gold is a big DC product. Booster Gold is a big DC product. Man,
cut it out. This is like you trying to convince me about Wonder Man. You trying to make Wonder Man happen right now.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I'll never make Wonder Man. Right that is not me.
You trying to sell me on Simon Williams right now.
No, Simon Q. Williams is his name. Quantrell. Simon Quantrell Williams. No, I would not try. I'm not trying to sell you. What I'm saying is, I mean, I wouldn't tell him to make Booster Gold. I see where you're coming from. You're trying to say, like I said earlier, don't listen to James Gunn. Yes, James Gunn is lying to you. He lying to you. Until you see a photo or something like that, James Gunn will come out and say, "Yep, we're doing Crisis on Infinity Earth. We're doing this, that, and the third." Don't listen to it till you see him post the actual photo. Like when he posted the Superman Brainiac situation, you know that's coming.
Yeah,
know that's coming.
That's dope.
I think the whole him saying he wanted to do Gods and Monsters, I'm not gonna say he bit off more than he can chew. I think they gave him the green light to do some stuff, and then I think they reeled him in. I think he's been reeled in.
Yeah, but that thing has changed quite a bit. It's changed several times. And so also, if you don't want to get blamed for stuff not happening, I don't bring nothing production till the script is done. We don't just be over here working around movies. We don't got your producers dancing in the videos. You know, he was talking big cash when he got over there. Now all that shit done got axed. So if you don't want to get blamed for shit shutting down, shut up.
Oh no, that's how he gets you and me talking. That's his thing. Okay.
Hey, look, you got to take the good with the bad, bro. I can't let you go around here. You on the internet. You so accessible on the internet. Anybody can reach you. And then, so I'm going to take you at your word.
And you should. Look, I'm not saying he's above reproach or critique. Critique the hell out of him. Just get on him for lying. Do all of that shit. All I'm saying is this is how I approach Jimmy Gunn. Until I see it on paper, until I see him post something for real, a suit like he posted a Lex Luthor suit, or hit Because when we first got Superman, what he posted the picture of Superman, the cover from what it was, Superman All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
That let us know, okay, Superman.
But see, he'll fuck around and change some shit and be like, "No, I ain't never do that. I don't know what y'all talking about."
Nah.
It'd be like, who said that? He'd be like, who said that?
He's never done that when he posted the actual
who said
thing.
we were doing Brainiac?
He never, right? But once he posted that Brainiac photo, because somebody in the chat mentioned that earlier. Once he posted that photo, you knew he was doing Brainiac. You knew. All right, man. Watch the fuck. Don't listen to them typing fingers, them Twitter fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to the Twitter fingers. Listen to the remember when Instagram with his photos? That's what you listen to. When Instagram with his photos.
That is crazy. It was a photo app. It was like what's the other one? The Pinterest. It was like a Pinterest.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's when you know James Gunn is telling the truth. And when a photo pops up.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to make a bunch of money. I think it needs to. It's more of a generating interest thing. We seen Corn Sweat's going to be in it. Obviously, he's going to play his role. Hopefully, whatever happens with Lobo and the other villain in this movie, either threatens Earth or catches Clark's attention for some reason or another, or catches somebody that working with Clark's attention. Something. Mm-hmm. Don't let this movie sit out in the ether because it's gonna die out there. It is. There's not a lot of general interest around it right now, and I don't think there's much other than Lobo to push it past where it's at right now. So those connective tissues are going to be important to carry it and really, drive people to come out and see it if they think it's going to affect what they're going to continue to see in the DCU.
Yeah, I would have, and I said this on my stream. I would have waited to do this. Not saying I wouldn't have done it. If he wants to do it, I'm not against him doing a Supergirl movie if he's trying to just do the Superman universe for right now to get things started. Because I totally think he can't do a Batman because there's something going on internal. But that's
we already got a Batman and it's making money. Chill out. You
right.
do all that weird shit anyway.
But I think Supergirl hasn't been introduced enough to where people care about Supergirl.
Yeah, so, for sure.
I think you introduce Supergirl maybe in part 2 of Superman. You introduce her there to where she's involved in the movie, not just a cutscene at the end, or you know what I'm saying, but where she's actually involved and you get to see. And then you do the whole Supergirl returning and Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, yada yada yada. Because now you got some type of investment. There's no real investment in Supergirl. So that's to me one thing, or one of the things that hurt it. Marketing wise, I think you haven't marketed to the proper people, right? And I think it's 2 people you haven't marketed to. I don't think you've marketed this to women or little girls properly. I don't think so. I think there should be shampoo commercials featuring Millie Alcock as Supergirl. You know what I'm saying? All of these small, or I don't want to say small, but things that would get the young female gaze, or you know what I'm saying? You haven't done that. And this movie is right around the corner. So
let me ask you something. Who's gonna go see this movie more, and who should you be marketing towards? Is it young girls, or is it the comic book age males?
No. Okay, so check this out. It's the same thing that I say when it comes to politics.
Like I think we more interested in Supergirl than women are.
We are. So I would not be right. So I would never market to you, Derek. I mean, I keep calling you there, Marcus. I would never market. I'm gonna kick you off. No, I would never market to you. Well, I wouldn't. My marketing wouldn't be super hyper focused on you, because I should have your vote already.
Yeah,
and that's what I say with politics. Why are you trying to get me? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I need to go get the ones who I don't think are going to vote for me. I don't need to go get the Snyder Bros. They not showing up. I need to go get what's, and I don't want to call it a new market. I want to call it a market, an untapped market, because it ain't new. I hate the whole, it's the new market. We're after a new market. No, it's not a new market. You want an untapped market. You want a market that may go see it or may not go see it. Not a new market. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because the new market, because I'm not trying, the thing is, general audiences aren't fans. They're not fans. They just doing something because it's either a trend, it looks cool, or somebody else told them that it's a good movie.
Yeah. No, the general audience goes with the sway. They go with the sway.
So that's who I'm marketing to, the general audience. part of that general audience is, I mean, the little girls or the women, or you know what I'm saying, somebody who might on the teeter of, you know, with the superhero, especially we're seeing a lot of female cosplayers and things like that. Think of that market right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the female cosplayers don't know who they really be cosplaying. They just like the outfit. Oh, it make my titties shit up, or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm trying to market to them. I'm trying to hit all of that in between. Me and you, we probably are gonna go see it for the most part. Unless you just like, I don't know, James Gunn, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Unless you one of them, but you still in that freight to where you might see it, or you might. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Same with politics.
This man Drake Matt peaced out on us. He tagged
He was
me?
on. He was in the car anyway. He said he was like 30 minutes.
Oh,
He'll be
okay.
back. Yeah, he'll be back. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
What's going on?
What it is? What it is? Old dog. I like that. Old dog in the building. What up? What up? What up? What is up? But that's how I look at it, man. And like I said, if they can get that 400, 450 mark, I think they fine with that.
I think that's about all you can hope for. If it do anything less than that, then it's gonna be some hard conversations being had. Cause how do you then walk in there and be like, okay, what we got coming up next? And you like, all right, look, this Jimmy Olsen show is gonna get people, it's going nuts. They going crazy.
But I'm gonna tell you this. I think you can't. To me, that's apples and oranges, TV and movie.
Well, I'm saying from the standpoint of where we will be, if the audience tells you that they feel like Supergirl is worth $250-300 million, then some hard conversation gonna need to be had about where you're taking it in general, right? Again,
no,
you asking us a lot, and
I think
going with Lanterns is good.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. I think if I hit off Lanterns, and if Clayface makes money, which I do think it'll make money just because it's produced for pennies on the dollar, then I hit you with Superman, and I think Superman hits the 600, 700 mark again, or around that.
Who are they going to give the credit for Clayface though? Who are they going to give that to? You think they're going to be like, "Oh, good job, James Gunn"?
Well, no. Peter Safran is the guy.
Is the one who greenlit it?
Yeah, he's the horror guy. That's the reason. I believe Clayface was made because of Peter Safran. I don't think that's a James Gunn situation. I think because Peter Safran is the one who brought you The Conjuring and all. He's the guy. A lot of people keep leaving him out of the equation, but Peter Safran is super producer. This is Dr. Dre. This is Manny Fresh. This is one of the. You know what I'm saying? This is one of them. He's one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? And everything in horror right now, just exactly what Lawrence said, is killing. It's just taking off. Obsession, Backdoor, all of these smaller C to B level type movies.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? They really killing it.
The budgets aren't crazy out of control. Now, watch over the next 2 to 5 years. That market gonna get heavily saturated. Don't be surprised if Disney, tap their toe in the horror, trying to Disney Black Label or some
Black
shit
Label
like that.
horror. But that's always been the case. Horror's always been saturated. Horror's never. It always seemed like horror, horror's back. Horror never went anywhere. Like horror always gives you something. You just never realize it because it's horror. You know what I'm saying? They always give you a $10 movie and make $150 off of this little $10 movie. They always do that. Every year you're gonna get some dope horror, or you're gonna get a couple of them. Every year. Now it's gonna be the runaways. Sinners was a runaway. You get your Conjurings, you get your Smiles and things like that.
Weapons.
But on the weapons, but on the under, the ones that only make the 200, 300, they still making 200, 300 on a $80 million budget. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or and that's why I wasn't mad at Clayface, because I just believe Clayface is just a regular horror movie.
I have an aversion to trying to, build up villains without even acknowledging who the protagonist is that they're fighting. But that's a personal thing. It could make some money because they didn't like you said, they didn't spend a whole lot on it. So
I do, and I'm gonna tell you this: I believe a Batman's gonna be in it.
Who? Who?
Pattinson? I don't know. I believe they're gonna figure out a way to put some type of the what?
If Pattinson is in Clayface, just tell James to pack it up. Come on, man. I'm gonna help you pack your box.
Well, I think he would be in on the decision because he'll produce on it too. It's under the DCU banner. It's not an Elseworld. It's in his
Every
lane.
notch that we get in the Batman column, in the Pattinson column, is another nail in the coffin of Brave and the Bold. I'm gonna stand by that.
Not if he is Brave and the Bold.
What?
Yeah, not if he is Brave and the Bold. You heard
Pattinson?
me? Yeah.
So wait. They're gonna make Batman 2 and 3 and then make Brave and the Bold?
Look, or 3 could end up being Brave and the
You know
Bold.
what? Hey, for what James Gunn wants to do, that makes sense. This whole Damian Wayne shit. So then, yeah, if we complete this trilogy with Matt Reeves and then pitch him over to Gunn to do some, but that'd be such a stark. It would be like it'd be like a defibrillator. Jolting him out of Matt Reeves' universe into James Gunn's shit would be a shocker.
I'm just saying the way that they want to do it. Got a super chat. What can I give you? I'll give you. Got all these praise. I don't even know which one is. I give you this.
I done came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up.
Appreciate the super chat. JJ says, which film would make more? Scary Movie or Supergirl? What you think? I think they're comparable.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, man.
That's a good question.
Scary Movie 7 or Supergirl? It should be an easy question. This should be Supergirl. I think there's a decent amount of hype around Scary Movie though.
It's coming back. Ain't seen it in what? Been about 12 years, 15 years since we seen a Scary Movie.
It's been a minute.
Has it been long? Might have been longer than that.
I don't think it was that long though, because 6. I didn't watch I don't think I watched the last 2.
Let me see.
Damn. Give me Scary Movie. Scary Movie get to a 500 million mark.
Scary Movie 5 was 2013. So yeah.
Damn, yeah, 13 years ago. Wow. Yeah, but that was around the time that all the, all that. Well, no, that was pre Weinstein losing the shit. That was a little bit later. That would have been about 4 or 5 years later.
When did the whole? Because that's 2013. Yeah, you're right. Weinstein was what, about 15? I want to say 15.
A few years later. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me Scary Movie.
Scary Movie. There you go. Like I said, I just don't believe Supergirl is just not that. It's never been viable. So I just can't give it. I got to give it a Scary
Barbie
Movie.
Numbers. Watch it do Barbie numbers just because
if it does Barbie, that'd be crazy. It's just because, like I said, I'm looking at what happened in 1987.
Scary Movie 6. Is this 6 or 7?
It should be 6.
6. Scary Movie 6.
It's 6. But yeah, when it comes to Supergirl, I'm looking at 1987 Supergirl. As bad as the movie was, it didn't make a dent in the box office back then. No matter how bad it was, it should have. Back then, movies being bad didn't really, you know what I'm saying? Because it was piggybacking off of, well, the Superman brand was kind of dead too, because that's when Superman, 4 came out.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was horrible. That was bad. That was bad with Sun Man. That was horrible, man. Come on, we gotta do better. But yeah, it didn't do jack, man. It didn't do jack. So I'm looking at stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going with Scary Movie. I think Scary Movie, even if it beats it by $1, I say it'll beat it by $1. That's why I'm at.
Nah, Scary Movie, I feel like is perfectly placed. They getting out early in the summer. Supergirl for most of the reasons you said, because it's not. It should be bigger than what it is, and you really don't feel the anticipation for this movie all like that. So it's gonna have to have some amazing legs if it's gonna survive, you know.
The PR just ain't been there for. I don't understand why.
He's like, put her on The View, get her on Good Morning
Yeah,
America.
like she should be walking. She should be everywhere. But
Call
this goes-
WWE, get Supergirl in there.
Come on, imagine. Come on now.
She come out
Imagine
and knock out
Supergirl
somebody.
showing up.
Yeah.
It ain't like that gimmick ain't been used in wrestling before.
Yeah, no, she
To
needs to.
celebrate.
Like, I mean, like that'd be some shit I would look for sure.
I think
You talk
DC
about
works
and
with
getting young boys to go see Supergirl. Man,
Yeah.
what?
because now I think DC works with AEW though, if I remember correctly. I
Okay,
think
well then get her on one of the
So, yeah,
AEW
I
shows.
would
Get
go
her on
over
the
that. I mean,
Dynamite
it's
show.
not-
Yeah.
it ain't WWE, but the same. It's a cross pollination. They watch both. Wrestling fans watch both. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's a good ass idea. I wouldn't even think about that. That's a good ass idea.
Hey man,
Good ass.
that one was free. The next one gonna cost you, DC.
Of course, yeah. If you had her going up against what's her name? Monet. What's her name?
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Yeah.
Hey, Monet.
Imagine if they had like a whole promo run last month. You know what I'm saying?
Mercedes
Like she don't
versus
really hit the
Supergirl.
ring. She just talking, yeah, she just talking smack or whatever.
That
Or
should be
Mercedes
epic.
is talking smack to Supergirl, and she's doing the whole trying to, you know what I'm saying, the good girl, good guy type.
Yeah.
Come on, that would have been. Damn, dog.
Would've
That's
been.
the yeah.
Lawrence over he gooning in the chat. He said if they'd have put Sydney Sweeney in there, it would have made some money.
If they had her playing Power Girl, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I've seen the Sydney Sweeney in the Power Girl suit mock-ups that they've been doing. I've been seeing it. Yeah. But yeah, they need some marketing with it. They just maybe Gunn, maybe just his marketing just ain't, because he didn't market Superman good to me neither.
He marketed it himself.
I don't think that was he said he marketed himself. I don't think it got the marketing that it deserved. But I'm seeing a lot
They
of things.
spent a lot of money on it though. They spent a
did.
lot of money. They had Shaq in there on the NBA during the finals. They had him in there. They had
I want to say it was during the finals, yeah.
what was it, the GQ covers where he was in there with Rachel Brosnahan and Corn Sweat. Man,
But we ain't even, has she even been on a like Vogue or GQ or anything like that?
I don't think so. Is it that they didn't spend the money, or is it that people don't care that much because it's Supergirl? Like you got to ask both of them questions, because why wouldn't they? You know, why are they not calling?
Yeah.
It could just be that they're not interested.
Damn, but like I said, I don't think, and like even in comics, she hasn't had, like, her history ain't huge. She comes, she disappears, she shows back up. Like, it's not like there's a lot, you know what I'm saying? Even though she was introduced early, it's not like She-Hulk. She-Hulk been around since. She ain't never like necessarily disappeared. And that's why when I look at Marvel, I'm like, the ball that y'all dropped with Supergirl is crazy. I mean, not Supergirl, with She-Hulk is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know how they dropped that ball. She-Hulk sells itself. They were trying to do a She-Hulk movie back in the 80s because they knew it was money there. You know what I'm saying? Then they tried to do it again, and I want to say in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, they know it's money in She-Hulk. But for them to drop the ball like that and to give, I don't even know what that's not. Oh, that is She-Hulk. Y'all saw her in one comic do this, and now y'all think that's She-Hulk. That ain't She-Hulk.
Was she? They didn't. They were proud in the fact that they didn't add any type of lawyer jargon. They didn't even didn't read a play about a lawyer. They didn't even watch a court scene in preparation for writing this show. On what planet? Imagine somebody saying that to you about a Daredevil project. Imagine they talking to you about Daredevil Born Again season 1, and they like, yeah, man, we ain't even watch an episode of Boston Legal to get this shit right.
Right.
We didn't even crack open the law book. What do we, man? We doing Daredevil
because all they wanted to do was bag on the Chads or the incels or whatever, and I'm like
why are you writing here? Why are you writing here? Amelia Clark had a dope ass quote in Variety of all publications, but she was talking about her time on Secret Invasion, right? And then she got talking about all the other franchises that she was in, you know, Game of Thrones and Terminator and what else was she in? She was also in Solo, Star Wars or whatever. And like, so a lot of those were misses, right? And she's like, hey, look, first of all, it was a job, right? I took it. So you gotta, you know, kind of gotta roll with the punches. And then, you know, it sucks that they weren't received well, but those are existing franchises. And you know, I'm paraphrasing here, but basically, like, my experience there was basically that's my iteration. Like that's my footprint on it. That doesn't really say anything for the larger impact of the entire franchise. Like I was here for a time, I did my job, and you know, sucks to suck, but it just is what it is. And so in comparison, you hear that somebody treating it like what it is, like, hey, listen, there's a whole lot of fans out there that have an expectation for this character, and you kind of you pissing it off so that you can go back at people online. Like, bro, go make a Twitter account, go make a burner account, and you can do that shit all day. Ask Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant got like 17 of them hoes. So like,
right,
you don't have to go and be the writer or the director for She-Hulk to own your haters. Like that's not what we do.
And it's stupid because you now have the opportunity now arises to where you just bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like a comedian who comes in and just jokes on the audience and the audience ain't really receptive to it, you about to bomb no matter how fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro, I didn't pay money.
If there was a, because I hear what you're saying. Like, there is something to be said about like self-inserting yourself in the joke, or you know, kind of making the audience the butt of the joke. But like, if you're gonna do that, at least serve the audience. At least give us
but that's what I'm saying.
Like,
you're right. That's what I'm getting at. If it doesn't serve, you can joke on the audience. Your whole bit better not be about the audience, though.
Right, like the whole thing, like that's it.
You know, your whole thing better not be joking on the guy in the red shirt. Like if you joked on the guy in the red shirt for this, like a Chappelle 30-minute, 45-minute special, and all you doing is joking on this guy in the red shirt, like, come on, baby, let's go. I didn't.
Yeah, it got a little comfortable now.
You know like, damn, like, come on, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like they really dropped. They could have really built something off of the existing Hulk property that they got to add on with She-Hulk. To me, they made She-Hulk a shell of what she is. They made her a sniveling feminist, and to tell you the truth, that ain't even who she is in the comics. Like She-Hulk is a man eater, right? Literally and figuratively, right? She's very confident in who she is. She's not like, oh, I don't want to be the She-Hulk. I don't want to show up to work like this. No, her whole thing was, that girl who you thought I was, this is really a representation of who I am. I'm big, tall, 6'11" foot. You know what I'm saying? She like, this is me. And she never wanted to not be that. Now I understand for money reasons they couldn't have her be She-Hulk all the time or whatever. But to make it seem like she didn't want to be She-Hulk, and that's why I hate that they changed
like
her whole
scared of it.
Yeah, like no. As soon as she got the opportunity to turn into the Hulk, she stayed that way. As soon as she got that blood transfusion, she was the Hulk. And it wasn't I can control it better than you, Bruce. Like she knew Bruce went through some
like they came out the gate so strong, and it was so strong. I feel like, oh man, that's really gonna come back to bite her in the ass later on the series, right? And that never came back around. I was like, oh
no, because it was just something to say. It wasn't like it needed to be said. It was just something to say. That's why I never came back around. And then it was just, I guess they thought because She-Hulk broke the fourth wall, that it was a parody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think
clearly
that's
they didn't read nothing. Like they said, they weren't trying to read no comics. They weren't trying to get prepared for it. So,
and I don't know. Like I said, I just think they left money on the table, man. Money on the table.
No, She-Hulk was a miss. It was a major miss. And to think that you had, at the time, probably one of the biggest celebrity cameos you could pull, and you brought her in there to shake ass, like you just, Like, you're not even going to involve her in the plot for real. You're not like, you ain't gonna save her. You know what I'm saying? You Megan Thee Stallion's being kidnapped. Turn her into a damsel in distress rather than just we in the randomly in the office twerking.
Well, this goes back to not making it more. If you're gonna lean away from the character, at least leaning away from her into something that she actually does. Make this a law show where she just randomly where she does superhero stuff on the side.
Like,
But make it a law show.
like a show about a lawyer superhero. Why would we do law stuff, bro? Like,
why would I do that? And you could have still did the fourth wall break.
Yeah.
You could have did it. The thing is, they tried to make it seem like she was constantly a fourth wall breaker in the comics. No, her covers broke the fourth wall. Maybe the last page of, you know what I'm saying, will break the fourth wall to get you to the next issue. She wasn't just constantly looking at it and talking, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple of panels of her breaking the fourth wall throughout her heart. And she don't even break the fourth wall no more. I don't think she broke the fourth wall since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that
was something that they wanted to do for her. I don't know why they wanted to. They just, I don't know. They destroyed that to me, and I don't think anybody want. I would want to see. I want a season 2 of She-Hulk so they can wash the bad stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a palate cleanse if they're gonna bring it back.
And put her in a movie first. Let me see what you're gonna do with her first. Let me see something.
Well, they probably.
I don't know. I'm just gonna show up just off the strength. Yeah, no, nah.
It was bad. Man, bad villain, bad everything all around. It was. It's the layup was right there. I lost her. You have her sitting down. As far as Megan Thee Stallion, she could have even been a mutant for all we cared, or a superpowered somebody, right? And she's being represented by Jen Walters, She-Hulk. Real simple. That could have, what, it was 6 episodes? That could have been all 6 episodes.
Yeah, whatever case she was working on, for sure.
That could have been all 6 episodes. Real easy. They just made her so trash to me. Before we move on, what did you think about the suit? The Luther suit. Let me pull it up.
For who?
The Lex Luthor. Can you see it?
Let me see. Yeah, I'm about to make it bigger. Let me see. That's it. That's the. I guess. I guess.
I guess. It's comic accurate. This is what it is. Look like the first out the
Give
pages.
me a comparison, because like we talking Justice League. We talking about a specific comic run. Okay. Yeah. Yes, that's it.
I didn't like this picture because they tried to trying to make it seem like
the middle one is definitely better. Like I ain't gonna cap. The middle one definitely better.
The middle one doesn't, but it don't make sense for what Luther built. It's a war suit. It's not an Iron Man suit. His suit ain't never been like skin tight. It ain't never been like that.
I mean, but it's also, but man, we in 2026, and so this is supposed to be a 2026 Superman. So it should evolve a little bit, and I think it pays enough homage. The middle one, I mean, pays enough homage to the original.
The color scheme is there, but it's him and the Iron Man.
The one to the far right is very bulky, and I just don't know if I'm.
Why do you think it's bulky?
I ain't gonna rant about it. It's okay. It's not.
Why do you think it's bulky? Who he fighting? Who is his prime villain or his antagonist? Who he going up against?
Well, sure. He got to fight Soups. I'm saying it looks cooler. The middle one it just look better. I hear everything you said, man. It's comic accurate, and he got to fight Superman with it. But like, he doing the middle, it just looked better. That's all.
All right. Let's get into Dre. Should be coming soon. Hopefully he'll be popping up. I'm gonna start. Dre, if you listening, man, I'm about to start because he wanted to go off on this. Now remember, we had Blurred Without Fear's light-skinned brother on Pantheon Thursday.
Yep. JP. Yep.
But it was a video. Where is it at? Damn video. it was a video going around from, and I can't stand this dude. What's his name? Shine Comic. I'm pretty sure we don't like him.
Okay, yeah, I seen this. I guess I'll let you go through.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it. Got music. Why is it not playing? Hold on. Why is it not playing? Okay, for some reason it's not playing. Hold on, give me 1 second.
There has
That's playing.
Black people are now boycotting DC Comics for being racist. And they're saying if you buy DC Comics, you're a racist too. And I want to politely remind you guys, this is all fake outrage. It is not real. And the pro-black people creating this outrage don't even date in their own race. They love black female characters, but they sure didn't marry a black woman. Pretty much what this fake discourse is that people are complaining that it's been 1,200 days since DC has greenlit a black ongoing comic series. Except that's a lie, because there's a black ongoing comic series right now, but they're not going to count that because it doesn't fit their agenda. Was this me trying to defend DC? No, I don't give a damn about DC. I can't boycott them because I'm not really buying their stuff anyway, even if I wanted to. The problem is more so that the campaigning isn't actually genuine. These guys don't give a damn about black people, as we've established. To them, to create black comics, you need to have the right politics. You have to be a leftist. These guys literally tried to levy smear campaigns where they lied on Tyler Martin, a black man who created authentic, original black characters that are actually good. But no, this isn't good enough because, its creator isn't a leftist. They also tried to levy smear campaigns against Eric July, who is that? That's his black wife. This guy right here with his wife tried to call this guy a Uncle Tom in a raccoon. Hey, that's black leftism for you. Eric July, the guy who created a black comic book character with great art, a pretty fun story. I mean, the cover of the book is all black people, yet they tried to call him an Uncle Tom. It's clear these balding, septum-piercing weirdos don't actually care about black comics. But also, you may be wondering, why don't DC make more black comics? Because none of y'all buy them. Black people do not buy black comics, they pirate them. White leftists, all of the progressive allies, the trans people, they don't buy them either, even though they claim we love blacks. They don't give a damn about you. White leftism was always about white people.
You want to pause?
Yeah. I heard enough. So full disclosure, I know there's a lot of people in the chat that we share some mutuals. I'm sure they're aware of the spat me and Blurred had a couple months ago, whatever. This ain't got nothing to do with that, so you can put that in a box and set it over there. Like you said, we had JP on Pantheon last week for him to talk about DC So White. We asked some probing questions, asked some things. He gave us his full perspective on it all. And I mean, we even got into recast T'Challa a little bit, and so it was a pretty good exchange. From what I heard last week, from what the ask is, and the reason why they don't consider something like Green Lantern to be sufficient in that call, that count, that 1,200 day count, I took it as pretty valid. The interesting thing to me for this dude, for Shine, is I don't know if he knows it or not, but his rationale for why the big two don't put more black comics on the shelf, him and Ernie think the same thing. Like that they on the same thing
I said.
Hey, I'm like, no, you not. You like you screaming at this man. Y'all ideologically aligned.
It's
like y'all think the same exact way. Like I get it. It's the low hanging fruit about the white wife and stuff like that. Which, I mean, hey, listen. Full disclosure: if you're gonna call somebody a coon, you should make sure your coffers are straight, I guess. But that ain't got nothing to do with the comics and DC So White. That ain't got shit to do with shit. And it's just a way to try and disqualify him before you actually meeting the merits of his argument, which is, you know, an issue I had myself with individuals who, you know, we won't even bring all that back up. Anyways, he didn't address it. And then when he gets to the point of why we are not getting more black comics on there, he gives the most anti-black statement of the entire thing. Like, the most anti-black thing in that rant wasn't Ernie's wife. It was the fact that you said black people don't buy comics, they pirate them. So you both of you niggas apparently gotta show me. y'all gotta tell me the site that y'all see where we're tracking the race of the people who are downloading the illegal comics, the pirated comics. Like that you just know that oh well, all these people that pirated this comic, oh, they all black. Yeah, because we don't go spend our $5.99 like everybody else at the LCS. We just steal it. And so like I can't hear you after that. You know what I'm saying? You opened up the door and then you starting on his marital issues, which, hey, look, that ain't none of my business. But then you pivot to, well, y'all don't deserve him anyways because y'all stealing. All right, well, I don't.
This was the what I looked at this as. This is him glazing Eric July. That's what this was for. This had nothing to do with DC So White or any. This was the show. Eric July. Eric July does not make good comics. I don't care what to say. He don't make good comics. They're not good. Nothing about the story is good. And yes, all it's black folks on the cover. I get it. That don't mean it's good. That don't mean I want to spend money on it.
I've never bought one, but what I will say is I do appreciate him and, you know, another player that we've had on Pantheon, Tyler Martin, for making those comics. Like, no, cool. I appreciate him for making them because there is always that thing, right? All right, you don't like it, go make your own.
Go make your own.
They
Which
said,
is what he did.
Okay,
that's what Eric July did.
They said bet. So I can appreciate them both for that from that standpoint. That doesn't mean that I gotta read everything just because they're, you know, they black, but I appreciate the fact that there are individuals willing to, you know, put their artistry out there and not just stick with the same old. And I do get that. That doesn't mean that we can't also simultaneously have somebody who is organizing an effort push the two major publishers in the entire space to do more, right? Like, we don't have to do either or. We could cover these fronts, y'all. You can do both. That's what
I said. You can do both. I don't necessarily think you have to boycott DC to my thing is Marvel, DC, the big two, whatever you want to call. Show that you had to show that, because my thing is, let's say black folks don't buy comics. Let's say they don't participate with DC. I really don't think DC is gonna be missing anything. I really don't. That's where I stand.
At this point, neither one of the companies care about sales.
I just don't think that. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, it's more so about bad publicity. And so this is more of a pressure campaign, which we understand. We get for sure. We deeply entrenched in a simpler campaign. So it's not like I don't understand it on the merit. And I definitely think that when we talk about having, what up, Dre Mac?
Now I'm here. I'm fine. I'm officially here. Late, but I'm here.
The show, but yeah, no, it's I don't think it's an either or thing. I don't think it's we gotta leave. We gotta completely turn our back on the big two and just stick with the independents. And I don't think it's equally defeatist to be like, oh well, black people don't buy it anyway, so fuck it, I guess. It just was funny.
We already played the video.
Have that opinion.
Yeah, you want to run it back because Marcus was like, all right, I had enough. You want me to run it back? I'm gonna run it back for Drake.
Go ahead. Yeah,
because I had some work.
Well, before I run it back, let me say this. I don't like Shine. I don't like Blurred.
You already know how I feel about my favorite YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Fat Skeletor.
JP ain't got JP ain't on that level of Blurred yet for me. They do got similar talking points. I did frown up and Tina called me out in the chat when he said the whole toxic masculinity. My face, and Tina started laughing. She said, "Blue, you can't do that." But to me, that's an oxymoronic statement. Toxic. masculinity is an oxymoronic statement, and I wish people would quit using it. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. Just look up the definition of masculinity, and you will see.
Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to.
You talking with your camera too, Dre. Your mic ain't on.
Are you? Huh?
You talking with your camera, not your mic. That's what it sounds like.
Are you serious right now? Hold on. It's all messed up right now. Are you serious? Hold on. Hold up.
To get back on Shine, a couple months ago, he was all about Ernie. Then something, I don't know what switched, but then when Ernie did the Rob thing, he just went nuclear on shit on both.
I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Sure. He kind of went nuclear on both of them. I don't know what this dude for. He seemed like he like just getting out of teenage and coming into being.
He's younger. He's a bit younger. He got a little bit more. He got a little bit more zeal, you know.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that to talk smack about him, you know what I'm saying, but I just don't know if he got cement in his feet the way he stands 10 toes down. I think he'll sway with the wind. I think if you blew him a certain way with the wind, he gonna go whatever way is popular. He's giving off more grift than knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying?
You can see that in the argument and how it was presented. It was like, all right, these guys, they want more black characters in comics, but hey, what about the Elseworld shit that's going on with Green Lanterns in DC? Huh?
Right.
Huh? Like that's kind of like the whole point of their argument. We don't want that shit no more. We want,
or not just that. That ain't gonna last.
Yeah, it's not gonna last. We want a reoccurring from a mainstay character. That's it. That's what we want. A main title. You know, a numbered issue comic that lasts more than 12 issues. That's the ask. I don't think that's a bad thing. His argument was, well, they're bald, Ernie's dating a white woman, and y'all don't buy comics anyways. Like I'm not eating that up as an argument against getting more black characters at DC.
I've seen one of D Stizzle's homies say that the DC So White thing is performative. And D Stizzle, you know who I'm talking about, he was on today. I think me and him is kin. I think I've said that before, but he brought up saying that the DC So White thing is performative. I think these two guys came up with something. They're into comics, not just black comics. I think these guys are into comics. JP's into comics. I think Blurred is into comics, right? And I think they came up with something. I think Blurred is like kind of overdoing it. Ernie is kind of overdoing it with the all of a sudden everything is pro black when he wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? No comments. Well, I'm a comment. I don't give a damn what he say. All right, comment. You know, I don't care. I'm gonna talk bad about it.
No, hey, look, no, don't do me like that.
I know you're saying no comment because you done already had those. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm saying I don't care. I'm gonna talk bad about him. I think he is. I don't think JP and Ernie, even though they look the same, I don't think they have the same exact talking points. I think JP is a little bit more, because even when, like you said, we had the probing questions, asking him stuff, he didn't. I think Ernie would have doubled, tripled down on something stupid, something that has nothing to do, something that don't nobody care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he would have doubled down on something stupid. JP was a little bit more understanding, a little bit more, oh, well, you know, that makes more sense. Let me look into a type situation. So I don't think he's performing when it comes to the DC So White. Blurred, on the other hand, I think is performing. I think it is more performative than informative. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, come on, man. Yeah. Speak on it. It's okay.
I mean, look. I just found it interesting that someone who doesn't believe that black people actually spend their money buying these things and therefore don't have valid calls for, you know, further representation is leading a campaign like this. I think the campaign is in earnest, and I think it has a reasonable call to action. I do
It's in earnest on whose
some of the
side?
past statements, though. That's all.
You think it's in earnest on Ernie's side or on JP's side?
Yeah, I think it's in earnest on both sides. Like
Both
I
sides?
if I see a black person calling for more black things, I'm gonna take you at your word. It's just it's confusing, and so, you know, questions are asked and certain, you know, challenges to speak about those things have been laid down, and, you know, maybe we'll have that conversation one day.
I don't
But in
think it's
terms of
earnest on Ernie's side.
DC so white, I am not I'm not an impediment to that, or I'm not an opponent of that. Like I would like to see more black characters getting numbered titles, you know, at DC and Marvel.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. But I also, you know what I don't like in this whole situation, hearing people talk. And shit, I'll say his damn name. Theo. I think what he does is I don't care. I think what Theo does is very performative.
Candle worm.
I don't care. I think he is very performative. I think he sits. I think he believes that he sits on the throne and that he can just say some stuff because he's an age that he thinks has to be respected. I call BS on that. I hate people who talk like that. I think having that train of thought going into this, he might as well be Shine Comics. To me, that's the same thing. It's just two sides, you know what I'm saying? Two ends of the same spectrum. To me, you got an older side and you got a younger side, but y'all saying the same damn thing. And if you agree with Shine, bipolar, that's what I'm gonna call him, bipolar, because you don't know where the hell he really gonna fall at the end of the day. If you sparking the same things he's saying and trying to call out somebody, and you saying, Marcus, that it's in earnest, something that we can, and I always said at the same time, we can chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. We can call out DC and Marvel and still go and support Godhood Comics or these other things. Hell, like I said, Shine is on glazing Eric July real heavy for some reason. If people want to ride with Eric July, they can ride with Eric July. But calling this out, I don't see an issue with saying, hey, mainstream comic book line,
that's crazy.
Where the black comics at? Marvel, where the black, what's going on? I think you can do that and still
at the same damn time.
Right, and still go over there and support Godhood and Impact and
the same way you go walk in and watch Sinners and then double back and give your money to Disney and then give your money to DC. Like it's all content, right? Why do we have to be so selective in how we take it in? We looking for black people everywhere, right?
It's because people, like I said, they want to sit on they want to have something to say, and they want to be the ones who are right. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that, and I hate it for us in this black comic book space or this black space that we are occupying on YouTube, because
it's getting more toxic, bro.
Yeah, it's getting bad. Like there's no, I shouldn't sit up here and talk bad about Dre. I shouldn't be talking bad about Theo, Back of the Bus, Blur, Ernie, Rob, any of that. We shouldn't even be doing it because it's only 12 of us. You know what I mean? It's only 12 of us.
But see, y'all already know my position with Eric July. If Eric July wasn't a mouthpiece for far-right wingers and grifting, I probably would look at Isom a little bit different as far as support. But when you run your mouth about Peter Darker and you try to make, something seems so bad, or they're pushing agenda, this far right, far left movement, this far left, this far, that's the issue that I have, is this far left, the far right or the far left, because now that's where I understand what Rob is saying, where it says it becomes political, because you're using political jargon to say why the East Side is bad. and where I had a problem with Sean in this video, because I ain't gonna lie, is Miss Roberta still here? I ain't gonna do the cussing I did in my car when I heard this. But as soon as I heard dude talk about black people don't do this and black people don't do that, this exactly, or black
I'm
people,
like, man, wait.
I was like, what? Hold up, Blue.
Whole
Drop
thing
yours off real
started.
quick.
You want to drop mine off?
Because I found it on found his TikTok where he, and I'm probably gonna do an answer to this, which I don't care nothing about DC like that. I've never been a big DC fan, saying like that. But show me the validity. Show me the dates that these particular black comics have came out before you said these people are crazy. When you say, well, there's nobody, you're not going to support it anyway. Black people just pirating stuff anyway. So now we're thieves. Now black
I'm
people
like,
just
damn,
thieves.
like what the fuck?
Hey,
yeah. So
Like,
let me
where I
run
get all
this.
these? I pirated these long boxes. What the hell is wrong with you?
nah, you
My
pirated it.
whole bookcase.
Hey, somebody showed up.
I
Somebody showed up to the grocery store and had me a brown paper bag full of comics.
Right.
But see, that's the thing, right? Ernie said it. And that's why I'm like, well, I don't even know why you're going against Ernie. It's the same damn talking point.
Yeah, it's the same coin. It's just flipped to say y'all literally like Two-Face. One of y'all is far left, one of y'all far right, and both of y'all not making no sense. So let me break this down where I had a problem with, because I don't actually have a problem with the boycott. I don't know enough about what DC has and has not put out for me to be able to put a leg on the petition. I can't speak on a petition that I don't know, the full details on. In you know what I'm saying? But what I can say is what he said was absolutely crazy. Let me run it back for myself.
DC Comics for being racist. And they're saying if you buy DC Comics, you're a racist too. And I want to politely remind you guys this.
Okay, so did anybody read this petition? Does it say in essence that you're a racist if you buy a comic? So Absolute Batman comes out, I'm now a racist because I want Absolute Batman. Does that even sound plausible? Like, that sounds ridiculous.
What did JP say on Thursday?
Fake outrage.
What did JP say on Thursday, if you remember when he said it in regards to the petition? Didn't he say, I'm trying to remember what he said.
At what point? Like, what about it?
As far as like buying comics, because remember he said he even got his next pickup or his next pull on his pull list. He had DC Comics on his pull list still.
I don't think he buying DC.
Or
no. So wait. I think
Absolute.
Hold on.
I could have sworn he said he had Absolute or something like that.
Moved into a full boycott. I think they just moved into a full boycott since it hit 1,200 days or whatever. Yeah, that was the part of it. That's what he did. Okay. He was reading some stuff from DC, and now he's going to drop it because they haven't moved it all. He said that they started this about 6-7 months ago with the idea of what the average time to create a book and bring it out, get it into solicitations and stuff like that, and then no movement. So that's where the boycott comes in.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't trust nobody without no facial hair. What does it mean? All right. That's enough of me being petty. But hold up, wait a minute. Hold up.
Nah, it's
more not real. And the pro-black people creating this outrage don't even date in their own race. They love black female characters, but they sure didn't marry a black woman. Pretty much,
this is what this is
about.
He was watching your video.
I guess he did. Well, I guess he did. But I don't know what shot. But this is the thing, though. This is about Ernie. This has nothing to do with this petition. This is about Ernie. This whole video Ernie was a shot at Ernie. That's what it is. Yeah, bro need to shape up. I agree. And a little facial on his lip. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this whole thing is about Ernie. This is not about DC. So, you know what I mean? Because, again, this is no different than Ernie taking shots at Rob. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Because if you're going to tell me about the DC so white and this is fake outrage, then give me the validity, give me the dates, the last the very last or the last book that was published that starred a black character, created black character in DC. Like, here's this. You know why this is bad? Because bam, they came up with this book in this day. Bam, they came up with this book in this day. They didn't do that. He's taking pop shots at my man's. Dude, that's my favorite YouTuber. Why you gonna do my favorite YouTuber like that? Why you gonna do Fat Skeletor like that?
Fat Skeletor is crazy. But
because you know you got
but even why even my thing is, why even come at the boycott and say that it's fake outrage when the people doing the people who come up with the petition, who come up with the boycott, don't attack them, attack the boycott. I don't like Blurred neither. I don't like him.
I don't either.
Right? Like he didn't offer up anything
right.
tangible about the actual cause, the action. He lied about it in the beginning and then went on and said, and Ernie, he's dating a white woman.
He got a white wife. Like,
he don't like black women. He
like, is the boycott
like,
real?
You see some steps here, bro.
Yeah, he's totally scared. Oh, I gotta keep going because I gotta get to the crux of this.
That was some battle rap stuff. And he got a
What this fake discourse is that people are complaining that it's been 1,200 days since DC has greenlit a black ongoing comic series. Except that's a lie, because there's a black ongoing comic series right now, but they're not going to count that because it doesn't fit their agenda.
Okay, so the question is Ultimate Green Lantern, is it this character is the main character?
No, and that's the point.
It's not.
See what I'm saying?
That's the whole point of this shit. We don't want our only representation on the entire menu for DC Comics to be some else world, not impactful, not going to stay past if it even makes it to the first trade paperback. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's not what we're looking for.
And
so yeah, if the agenda is to get something lasting, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, that's the agenda, and it doesn't fit.
And Absolute Green Lantern to me is more of a ensemble book. I know that she's out front and center, but it's more of an ensemble to me. How I'm reading it. So
this is you know what this is? This is the Shuri argument all over again. That's all it is. We gave you a Black Panther. Now they're saying DC's give you a black character, even though this is not Jon Stewart. This is not, there's a character that DC created back in the day called Hot Wing. The most racist black character ever.
It ain't Hot Wing.
It ain't
Hot Wing.
Yes.
And his partner Hidden Valley.
Dude, when I went through the whole the most racist characters, that was one of them. But this is all it is. This is just, we gave you a character. We're giving you a character. Yeah. They gave you one. You're not talking about the nooks and crannies in it. And then I think it gets worse. Hold on.
No, I don't give a damn about DC. I can't boycott them because I'm not really buying their stuff anyway, even if I wanted to. Right. The problem is more so that
because he has on the what's that? What is Andy Reid wear and Bahama Mama banana
the Banana Republic shirt. No,
I'll play. I'm joking, but he gonna come after me. I don't give a damn. I got beef for everybody.
Him, even right there. I don't read DC anyway.
So what does it matter?
Why do you care about the boycott?
Right. Why do you care?
Why do you care? That's what I don't understand. Like, then what are we talking about? Why are you making this video?
Again,
I don't care about DC anyway. So it don't affect me. And if it don't affect you, shut your ass up. What are we talking about?
Well, yeah, right. Man, my man over here looking like Bookman from Good Time with this skill like moment right now.
Oh my
goodness. But again, why does it matter? I know why it matters. This is just to take pot shots at Ernie. Which again, I'm not defending Ernie anyway. Because you built this mug, you gotta live in it. You know what I mean? You built it. So
he's Tyrone brother. Tyrone Magnus. I think he was
Isn't
just trying to get
actually
out there,
genuine.
man.
These guys don't give
yeah.
a damn about black people, as we've established. To them, to create black comics, you need to have the right politics. You have to be a leftist. These guys literally tried to lead these smear campaigns where they lied on Tyler Martin, a black man who created an authentic original.
Jesus, Lord.
You know what else he didn't do? So he said both of these guys don't care about black people or black comics or whatever, right? And then he goes to Ernie and
To
about
Ernie.
what's the evidence for JP? What's the evidence? Why he don't care? You told us why Ernie don't care in your eyes. Why don't JP actually care?
Because they're doing a smear. He's legitimately doing the same thing. What he's doing is Godhood Comics Ernie attacked Godhood Comics because Rob, you know what I'm saying, decided to, share a Bucky, eat red. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know the dude's politics. So when he found out about dude's politics, Ernie did Ernie goofball shit. That's all it was. Ernie went straight super goofball, and Sean felt the way about it. Now here's Sean's counter to all of it. It's stupid. It's goofy.
It's more goofball. Like goofball.
Both sides. This is goofy.
Does goofball cancel out goofball? Because I hope so. Because I'm tired. This is like stupid. This is just dumb, man.
Oh my god.
Goofball ass shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's just if you look at both sides, because literally he just brushed off, the evidence just to say, well, here's a black guy that they tried to down. You know what I'm saying? And then he's gonna bring up Eric July, and it's just, man, you cannot bring Eric July to me and be like, this is the epitome of black excellence.
This is what we need.
Cannot.
And that's my thing. Like Eric July wouldn't be the guy that I'm prancing around as the guy.
Man, look, sitting right here at the desk. I'm about to say, I think I got one of them.
Yeah, it's a good book. It's
not a bad book either. No, it's not.
I'm just saying. I just the guy that I did a reaction video, I'm trying to get him on the show. We got to set up a time, to get him on the show. I gotta go back to his name real quick because it lost me. But his character, Battle Shy Comics, cat from Chicago. I just did a reaction video to him. You know what I'm saying? He had a racist moment. And everything. Am I mute?
No, I hear you.
No.
Oh, okay. He has a bisexual character. If the story's good, that doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? But he's not out here like, y'all need to be for the gays, and I'm talking about going hard, like to the fact, you know what I'm saying, where your comic book gets thrown out the way because you're so into your political stand. You mean
like Iceman?
Yeah.
And I ain't talking Dre. I'm talking to actual comic Iceman. Like Iceman.
Dre. No, we ain't talking about
both of them applied.
That Iceman.
Both of them applied.
But you know what I'm saying. But that's my thing. When these comic book creators is throwing out their political agenda, you know what I'm saying, to be able to, and this is both sides, whether it's far left, far right. You know what I'm saying? What the hell does that have to do with the price of tea in China? What does that have to do with the story? Is the story good? That's at the end of the day, is the story good? And again, I would have got an Isom comic if I didn't hear this man go on his YouTube channel instead of selling comics. He said I sound like the white man. Now I sound like white man.
Hold on, Tina. You got to come on now. I don't know what you talking about. Tina, you got to hold on. Now, Tina, you ain't getting away with that one there, dog.
How so?
No,
I feel like we do so much bail. We done threw so much bail. How I sound like a white man?
Right. But I'm just saying, it's being too into, like, I'm going to your page, and I'm not saying you can't, you can't be talking about political talking points. That's what I'm saying.
Both got political talking about. We talking about the political talking points on both ends of the spectrum.
On both ends of the spectrum. Tina Targaryen need to
Tina Targaryen.
she needs to see what her. She always coming here with that mess.
Hey man,
Hey, dude, she'll leave a comment bomb too, for sure.
Yeah,
it is
Tina, ain't no more walking out of this one, Tina. Show up now. You got to show up. I done sent you the link. Show up.
But now, what I'm saying is that, you know, when I went to Sean Comics and we inboxed and everything, he started following the channel. We talked about his comic. He wasn't coming to me like, yeah, you know, my character's part of the LGBT community, and that's really important to me. And I think you need to support this comic because the LGBT community is just so downtrodden. They done and put them in internment camps and all kinds of stuff, and they made them slaves, and now they got to tap dance for them. He ain't doing all of that, because that's what it sounds like to me when the far right and the far left talk. It sounds like a whole bunch of nothing, and I don't care. You understand? What about your book shit I care about? That's it. And don't say it's the non-woke book. What does that mean?
Non-woke book.
This is what Eric July was saying. It's the non-woke book.
I mean, it's boring.
He said it means it's boring.
Think about it. If it's not woke, that means it's sleep, right? I don't want a sleepy ass.
It makes my stomach turn to hear black people use woke like that. Like that shit actually makes me upset.
It makes me mad.
Me too. I'd be like, why are y'all using it?
Hold on. He said, I'll catch the I came in, I just got in here, Tina, and you said I sound like a white man. So let me get my Skeletor voice.
maybe did she look at your
my credit score?
The credit score?
Let me check. My credit score is a 720.
My credit,
like he's just about to run off.
White.
Yeah, I bet it sounds like that brother is about to run off every time he laughs. Until next time, man. Hold on, let me finish this because I still ain't got to the crux of this because this is a bull crap.
Black characters that are actually good. But no, this isn't good enough because, you know, its creator isn't a leftist. They also tried to levy smear campaigns against Eric July, who is that? That's his black wife. This guy right here with his wife tried to call this guy a Uncle Tom in a raccoon. Hey, that's black leftism for you. Eric July, the guy who created a black comic book character with great art, a pretty fun story. I mean, the cover of the book is all black people, yet they tried to call him an Uncle Tom. It's clear these balding, septum-piercing weirdos don't actually care about black comics. But also, you may be wondering, why don't DC make more black comics? Because none of y'all buy them. Black people do not buy black comics, they pirate them. White leftists, all of them.
What?
That's where I went off. What are you doing?
Do we buy like Latino comics?
I have the comic that he's trying to promote on this shit right now.
Did you pirate it, Marcus? Did dude come in and say, "Hey man, you know I got that book. You know what I'm saying? I got that fresh comic for you, $30."
It's so strong, bro. Black people do not buy comics; they pirate them.
You know detrimental. You just talked about black people support black people. You just literally just threw black people under the bus. We thieves now. Oh
my god, bro!
You cannot make this stuff up.
He's anti-black. He anti-black. He don't even like black women. But none of you niggas actually buy.
Y'all are thieves. I'm trying to tell you, man. Y'all are thieves.
He said, "Why you got a perm on facial hair?" Hey, you leave Bookman from Good Times alone, man. He got a long day ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
This is where he lost. I can't support Sean Comics. If you ever watch this, I can't support this. I wasn't really just on your thing anyway because of you guzzling Eric July, boy. I'm talking about Eric July. I mean, he's so far down your throat. I think you a porn star for real. Just saying, man. You ain't got to guzzle that man's Johnson like that.
It's down there. It's down there.
For real. You know what I'm saying? With your Bahama Mama shirt on.
Is that a Bahama Mama? Because Bookman like to wear the garage one. Is that what that is with the tool belt on the
buffalo butt? Hold up, wait a minute. I ain't gonna do that. Like I said, This is my only problem with this. You cannot, I say this about anybody, I don't give a damn who it is. You cannot uplift one to down another. I said that about Ernie and Rob. You can't uplift, you can't uplift yourself and say, well, Rob is wrong when you're wrong on the end too. And the same thing Sean is doing right now. Sean is trying to uplift Isom, absolutely, you know what I'm saying, Guy Hood comments. Cool. But you can't diss. Especially when you don't bring no validity to your argument, even diss DC. You know what I mean? And then throw black people under the bus. Come on, Buckman, stop, Buckman, stop it. He got the uncle haircut that can't be around the kids. Oh my God. Hold up, but I will say that his he said, I don't know. Somebody came to him and said, dog, in the website they explain why Absolute Green Lantern doesn't count. Please lock in.
But that's him being
literally
obtuse on purpose. And I just think I think Shine Comics, I think he's only been reading comics for like since we seen him, because he just popped up on Twitter. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just showed up.
He got popular on Twitter.
I've never seen this dude.
Me either. But he got hella popular on there. I can't get
popular. But he got popular because of the, I'm gonna say, anti-black rhetoric, or the anti, you know what I'm saying, the anti
that grifting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
that buttery biscuit grifting.
The buttery, as you say, the butter. I just don't think he knows what he's talking about, so he's just following suit with what makes money or clicks, likes, or whatever.
He's basically an acolyte for Isom or Eric July, because he sounds like a follower, like a person who doesn't have his own mind, not speaking his own thoughts, repeating everything that Eric July has, because Eric July gave him a high five at a Comic-Con, and now they're buddies.
We was done with that. I really thought we was done with the whole
grifting.
No, the Eric July type grift.
Oh no! Oh
we was done with that. I thought we moved on to saying that we're doctors, but not really having, you know what I'm saying, doctors. I thought we moved on to that.
I mean, I showed you her video, last week. You know what I'm saying?
My friend's a doctor.
Hey, brother, I'm a doctor.
Hold up.
My friend's a doctor.
Hey, brother, I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor.
Right, I'm a doctor.
That's exactly how she sound. But I'm just saying, it's I don't know. It's like the grift don't stop. And as much as people talk about being pro-black, you know, and yes, is Eric July, you know, married to a black woman? Yes, he is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm not saying that you have to be married to a black woman or married to somebody black and still not, you know, and still love your people, because Harry Belafonte did it for years. You know what I'm saying? James Baldwin, you know what I'm saying, was part of the LGBT community. You know what I'm saying? So you can't sit up there and just put those people in a box and be like, well, they don't love their people because who they dated. They still love their people. They chose to love elsewhere. Cool. But what did you do for your people? Downing your people does nothing for me. It does nothing for me, especially when you're downing and saying black people are thieves and this and the other. But go buy Isom. He's married to a black woman.
So are we supposed to pirate Isom too?
I haven't found a way to pirate Isom, or I would, because I'm a thief.
That's how I got. Somebody sent me ice. I don't know if it was pirated or not, but I got it secondhand, and I would never touch. Never, ever. It's just not. It's too many. And I know he's solo, you know what I'm saying, whatever, solo publisher. The language, it's like Eric July, you say you went to college, I don't know, because whoever wrote this stuff.
Oh shit.
It's kind of like it's kind of like with Cheyenne Bryant. You can't say you got all these degrees and I'm listening to you talk.
Yeah,
especially all the reaction videos that I've done with Birdman destroying him. I'm talking about absolutely, positively just blinking this dude. There's
maybe it just got better since the next issue. I don't know, but the issue that I read, I forgot how many pages it was. A pretty big book. Yeah, it's like y'all need to go back to English class. Y'all need to go back to language arts because
Marcus, I'm gonna say this. I had a great running back from Texas named Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles had a learning disability and could not talk. How did he read? You know what I'm saying? Holes and stuff like that was beyond me. The man couldn't talk. But I knew he went to college. I knew he went to college. If you're telling me you reading this and be like, woo!
Hey, what the fuck? Jamal Charles couldn't speak.
No, he had a learning disability. The man, this kind of messed up, but he was in the Special Olympics. And you think I'm lying? Look that up. So, Blue, if you're telling me,
I can't fuck with y'all, man.
So, Blue, if you're telling me that this is not up to par, Jamal Charles did way more with less. So there's no excuse here in July. Is all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying.
He's an NFL Hall of Famer.
He could be. He got the highest. He got the highest average total of any running back in NFL history.
Jamal Charles is an NFL Hall of Famer, and he was in the Special Olympics.
Not joking. I wish I was making that up. So if Eric July is just writing whatever, Jamal Charles did more with less. Is all I'm saying. Is all I'm saying.
And the thing is, salute to Eric July for even. He said he didn't like what he saw, so he created his own.
I'm not mad at that.
For sure.
I'm gonna give him props for that.
But it's always intent. Why did you do it? I did it. I honestly believe he did it to Griff. I don't believe 1 minute he was like, I'm hating what Marvel and DC is out here, what Image and Dark Horse is doing out here. You know what I'm saying? With DreamWorks or Dreamwave or IDW. I'm tired of all of them. I'm gonna make my own comic. No. You found a lick. You made a comic and you shoved because Donald Trump already proved all you got to do is make that group feel good. They'll buy anything. Gold shoes, cool. You know what I'm saying? Fake assassinations, right up your alley. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what got the gold shoes.
Man, ain't nobody wearing them gold.
Would have got the
Trump. The cell phone. Yeah, come on. Get no Trump.
Didn't already paid their deposits for that shit. Ain't never gonna get them things.
Nope.
My thing is, people like this,
but I'm also not saying that Marvel and DC hasn't been up to code. Now, DC, I'm not really big on DC because I only collect like Batman comics. You know what I'm saying? Batman comics. So I'm not gonna go and say their whole line is just garbage. There has been some stuff I've read in Marvel where I'm just like, I don't know about that one. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That particular story. And then I read another story that was fire. You know what I mean? So, but I've read stuff in IDW that was Transformers, fire. I know Comics Explained ain't gonna do it, but I think it's fire because I'm a Transformers fan, so I understand that lore. So I honestly think stop complaining about this stuff. Go find the stuff that you like. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like Marvel, cool. All right, go find somebody else. If you like Isom, just go read Isom. How many books he got out?
He got I don't know. I know he did a spinoff with some white lady as the main.
So he ain't got a lot. So what you're saying is he ain't got a lot. So I'm supposed to go buy 3 books, and that's it. That's the end of the story. 3 books, $30 a pop. Jamal Charles did more with less. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I got a question.
A single issue of the book is $30.
Man, it's a lot of money. That's why. That's another reason why. I wasn't gonna touch it because it's like, nah, man. Yeah, and even some of Marvel and DC stuff be a lot of money. And I'd be like, nah.
Yeah, no, it's getting up, but $30.
Yeah,
it's not a whole trade. What's the trade gonna look like?
Right, that is the trade. I want to say it is the trade.
Paperback. Yeah, what does that look like?
It's one thing. But my question was to
let me get Bookman on my screen.
To JP or even Ernie is, are you also boycotting the black creators, the black writers, or the black artists who are doing these, these books? Because you're hurting now, you're hurting, you know what I'm saying? Like what representation are we looking for? Are we looking for just having the black guy being the face of the comic, or are we looking for this black guy having a job as an artist?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Blue. I'm gonna be honest with you. It seems like the safest bet is to bet on the folks who want to put the black guy on the front of the comic book, because messing around with trying to put black faces in high places, you end up having nothing. Having nothing. That is a strategy that has netted us absolutely nothing. We got a black face in the highest place in all of the free world, and it netted us.
Well, I mean, I got my reservations on that.
Just so y'all thought I was lying.
Huh? Oh, you talking about Jamal?
Y'all thought I was lying. Just so y'all don't think I'm lying. Jamal Charles, was in the Special Olympics. Just saying. Just saying.
He did it as ambassador in 2015.
But he famously competed as a child, but he had a real bad learning disability. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real bad. I mean, but he could read a defense. Jamal Charles did more with less, is all I'm saying, Blue.
He said he couldn't speak, but he went to college.
He went to college.
Just saying.
I mean, college don't make. Look, I know a lot of people went to college.
Fast.
That boy was fast.
Oh my God!
But I get what you're saying, though. I personally think, and I guess it go back to the chewing gum and walking at the same time situation with me. I would rather see you writing a book and having a job than a fake guy. That's just me. That's just me. I'd rather you be able to feed your kids and help your family out than seeing.
Sure, in general in life,
right?
Sure, I'm saying for the conversation that we having,
but yeah, you talk, I
you know what I'm saying. It ain't doing a whole lot for us for you to be writing, one shot issues of black characters, and then you go back to writing
that's because Chill won't buy them. Chill won't buy them. That's what.
No, it ain't just. I ain't gonna buy them hoes either, because it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere.
I don't like that. I hate. Well, I ain't gonna say I hate. I don't think that that's the right conversation or the right mindset to have. And I bring this up to Chill all the time because I'm like, Chill, you are a black elitist when it comes to your books, and I think that hurts the overall black of the book. I think when you purposely say I'll buy Black Panther, I'll buy Storm, but I'm not gonna buy because and this is the reason why. Because if I show up to Marvel and they give me a job of writing a Night Thrasher or a smaller black book, now you won't support me. I think that's like a bad thing. Like, but you support.
Here's my thing, because we not exactly the same, me and Chill. I would go pick up the Night Thrasher book if it's part of the main continuity, and you planning to actually take this book past 12 issues. Like, it feels like
that's what I'm talking about.
Arc is going to go past the trade paperback.
Right. If they gave me something to actually work on, and it's an ongoing, it's not then
I will pick it up.
It's a miniseries, and I know a lot of people are, it's a miniseries. I get it, but sometimes I'm looking at and I did a deep dive. I didn't do a deep dive, but I started asking ChatGPT about the business of comic books and where they're leaning. Because even when we talked about it on Thursday, I was like, the comic book business is like broken. I just think that business is broken. You know what I'm saying? But I think the trade is where they see the money at. I don't think they see the money from the pool. I just don't think that they see the money there. So that's why they do the increments of 5 to 6 books trade.
In terms of making money off of books, like actually, there's probably only a handful of titles that actually
make money, right?
You know what I'm saying? So when we start talking about how many, what number does it need to hit, and how much does it need to sell in the first week? Did it go into reprints? Did it get a second print? Like, all of that is in my opinion, in terms of when I'm viewing these books, is for not because the numbers, the sheer size of the numbers are so minuscule. You not going all the way down to book 110 and telling me whether or not it's going to keep going based off the numbers. Hell, you may not even make it down to book 50 and really be able to say, oh, it's not selling enough. We got it, because at the end of the day, it's a very niche market. We only sell into a very small pool of people, and that pool is not growing year over year. So don't you really blowing smoke at me when you telling me, oh well, the book wasn't selling. Well, what is selling? If you're not Spider-Man or Batman, what is selling?
That goes back to the business being broke. So to me, since the business is broken, y'all might as well hit us with streaming. You know what I'm saying? Because this goes back into what is a stream work. You see what I'm saying? You might as well make it all digital, because y'all are not really giving us the proper numbers to understand what's selling and what's not selling.
Well, Marvel has that. I don't know if DC has an equivalent to Marvel. What is it? The Marvel. The comic book
talking about the digital Marvel is Marvel Universe.
Oh, you're talking about Marvel Limited.
DC has, Marvel Unlimited. They
Thing.
got one, but I don't think. See, there's a collector aspect that still it survives in comics, and most of the people who are still hanging in on physical copies of comics are doing it for the collector value. So you're not necessarily going to be able to cut it completely to digital all the way unless you're just trying to sync the market all together.
And then you have to the comic book landscape also has to realize the rise of manga has been very significant when it comes to what people are reading too. It's not black people just pirating comic books or some dumbass statement like that. Manga has been one of the biggest sellers when it comes to physical and digital media that people are consuming now. So you have to, it ain't just Marvel and DC that's battling it out. Manga came in and saw a lot of those younger, the people who when we were younger, we was reading Spider-Man, Batman, all of this. They're reading Jujutsu Kaisen, and they're reading, you know what I'm saying, Dragon Ball and Baka, and all of this, all of these other anime, you know what I'm saying, manga comics, mangas, they're not reading that stuff no more. So they got to really understand that niche market for the younger generation is going away, because they're not producing stuff like manga does. Just being honest, they're not.
They're not. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why the young black kids, the young girls, and everything is focusing on manga and anime is because their counterpart it's loud colors, it's a good story, it's cartoon. A lot of people got introduced to comics through cartoons. I didn't. I wasn't one of them. I read a comic before I saw the X-Men Pride of Kitty cartoon. You know what I'm saying? But back then, we had cartoons that spearheaded us towards something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Besides this X-Men 97 or whatever, what cartoons are we getting that would focus or push you towards? Because it's a marketing thing, right? Cartoons He-Man was a marketing thing to sell this He-Man toy. Transformers cartoon existed only to sell toys. Like, you see what I'm saying? Anime is not the same way, but it works in the same vein. You watch that anime, you walk in Walmart, and they sell manga in Walmart. They don't sell comic books in Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
They used to.
Target,
and
they said, right. So it's like, and this is what I was talking about on Thursday. You're not putting comics in front of the people to buy the comic. I shouldn't just have to go to a local comic store to get a comic. I shouldn't.
And let's be honest. When it comes to an anime versus an American cartoon, which one are you really watching?
Only because it's only because the cartoons that we get aren't kids. You watching anime because a child gonna like it because it's bright colors, it's loud, it's a fight scene or whatever, and then an adult can enjoy it because it's an actual story. You wanna know why X-Men back in the day was so dope? It was one of the first stories that was one of the first cartoons that was an actual story episodically. That wasn't done in America. That's what anime did. That black dude, I forgot he was the executive producer of X-Men. He said, no, we're gonna do this as an episodic story, and it's gonna tell a story of different chapters and everything like that. All these comic cartoons back in the day, they didn't do that. X-Men started that. Then Spider-Man followed up, and now you're getting cartoons.
Batman, yeah.
Batman. You know what I'm saying? Batman, the first Batman animated series didn't do that. Didn't do it like that at first. It didn't do that. Not at first.
You talking about the first season?
Yeah, the first season was not one continuous story. It wasn't.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The villain of the week story is what you're saying.
It was
it's season one.
Now, it started. Now they would do like a continuation. You know what I'm saying? That they just wanted to
but
do
it was still villain of the week.
It wasn't. Yeah. And that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. And
so but that's all. Yeah, but that's all I'm saying is that, if you're watching My Hero Academia, you could go get the manga and then turn around on Crunchyroll or Netflix or whatever and go watch it again. And there's almost no difference. And that's the problem with Americans don't understand that. First of all, the style of the animation is in a different world when it comes to anime. It's just different. What I was watching, Gagachi Gua or however you pronounce that, black characters in there. You know what I'm saying? It looks different compared to what they do in here. Is all I'm saying. So somebody needs to step their anime game up. Is all I'm saying. Get your pen up, partner. You know what I'm saying?
I don't necessarily.
Cut your facial hair. Go get a mop on the top of your head. It looks like.
I don't think you necessarily have to do that. Like we're seeing that with X-Men 97.
Yes, I do.
That's not.
Yes, I do. This is the reason. The reason why I'm saying you got to get your pen game up.
No, I don't necessarily have to.
I think you do.
No, I get what you're saying. I just don't think you necessarily have to. I think you can have detail. I watch a lot of anime. Some of the anime stuff be trash. Some of it's me drawing, and I'm a pretty decent drawer, but I'm not an anime artist. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, come on now. You know what I mean? But you can have a like I said, X-Men 97, Spider. It's just they didn't put a lot into the detail of Spider-Man and X-Men back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But I think if you sat, and I'm gonna tell you this, them anime people, the manga folk, they be sickly, man, and they be dying to make them comics and anime. They be dying.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, son.
It's
get
rough
to work. Get to work
rough over there. How many? I'm asking you this. In the past, 4 or 5 years, how many anime creators have we lost? Just think about it.
Get to work.
Think about
Nobody told you, hey, especially in that culture, hey, either you work or die. Which one you want?
That's what it is. It's like work or die. But I think if you got a dope style, the Batman. I don't know if y'all remember the Batman cartoon.
Yeah, I remember the
not
Batman.
The animated series, but the Batman. And that was Joe Madeira. I want to say it was Joe Madeira. That style of animation was dope. He's more anime influenced, but he also did Jackie Chan animated series and something else. I like that animation style.
I got to get out of here because I got to feed my kids now. And
yeah,
I was running around all day.
Go feed them. Sure.
I got to feed my kids real quick before they die. Either they got to go to work. I told them I got my belt.
You die.
I got my belt. Either we go Joe Jackson this or you go get to work. I want them to keep their eyes up here.
Tell them, keep it up, huh? Count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Michael, keep your eyes up here. I said, knock it. Now, all right. I got to roll up out of here. I will see everybody in the morning for the Dre Max show, man. I'll see y'all later. Thank you, Marcus, for coming in here, though.
No doubt.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for inviting me. Yes, sir.
All right, let me get out of here.
Yep. So, but I mean, Shine comes. I just think Shine is ill-advised. That's what I was saying. And being young, he following the wrong people. He ill-advised. Maybe he changed up.
Yeah, man. Try again. Go back to the drawing board on that one. Be your own man. That'll be the final comments. Be your own man. Make the content to promote yourself and not.
Never see them. Yeah, I think it was Joe Mads. I want to say it was Joe Mads. I really do. I could be wrong. Let me double check. Let me double check. see who did this. My bad, not Joe. It was Jeff Matsuda. My bad. I got him mixed up. Still 2 JMs. Just got it mixed up. Jeff Matsuda. But he's a comic book artist too. So yeah, I thought it was Joe Mad. But yeah, he got to change up. And I think never come online, say some shit, and then contradict yourself in the same like breath. That's just stupid. And never come online bitching about something that you don't care about.
Yeah.
That's why I'm at with
people who actually care about it are gonna get into the details on it, and you know, probably
never come. You will never hear me coming online complaining about something that I just don't care about.
You don't care about? Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I just because it's like taking the time out of my day to care and bitch and complain. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I do that? I don't care about DC anyway. Get the fuck out of here then. What are we talking about?
Gen Alpha, bro. They different, bro. Yeah, they're a different breed.
But yeah. That's really the show, man. That's really the show. Yeah, he did do Age of Apocalypse. Did I see Meek in the building? What's up, Meek?
Well, that's unfortunate.
What up? Did you hear about the announcement for the morning with Doomsday? What announcement? Did I miss something with Doomsday?
I didn't hear it.
And also said Martian Manhunter should be illegal. And is it an illegal or illegal played by a Latino actor? So you can't take him serious.
He said it should be an illegal played by a Latino actor. Okay. That would be very, very left wing of him, wouldn't it?
I think he's saying that. I don't know what.
So, very, very left wing of him, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, you can't take that dude too serious, man. You just can't. But your final thoughts on the boycott, Mark?
I'm a supporter for sure. I want to see more black faces everywhere in independent comics and the big two. I don't really think there's a space in media where we shouldn't be available to occupy. That seems like the fastest route to level out the representation, where there are so many hurdles and impediments in all these different niches and genres for us to rise. It seems like the easiest way is for us to simply, for lack of a better term, infiltrate as we go. Find as many avenues as we possibly can. And I don't feel like there's a conflict in there in supporting indie comics and big two, as was evident from some of the stuff that's sitting around here on my desk. We could do DC. I got some I got Godhood comics over here. Got Wesley Snipes Exile comics. Another independent. I got a couple Marvels from the Immortal X-Men. I don't think we really have to get down and choose like that. But as far as the boycott is concerned, I think it has merit. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, I don't think it's without merit. I think it's got merit. I read a lot of the stuff that I go and buy, but I also use Hoopla, which is through the library. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And, so that's how I read a lot of my comics through.
That's what he mean by steal. We using our library cards. That's what he mean. Y'all,
if that's what he means.
Out here using them library cards to read comics.
That ain't actually. I found out that that every time you check out a book from Hoopla, they have to pay Marvel or whoever you checking it out from. It's real good for independent.
You gotta pay a licensing fee, yeah.
Yeah, it's real good for independent comic book creators because, well, for one thing, Marvel uploads late, but independent comics, you normally get it that Wednesday. So when you check it out that Wednesday and read it, that money goes directly to that goes to them. You know what I'm saying? Because the library has to pay for the book. So I think it's a dope, and that's what I mean with the streaming thing. And I don't want to get on a tangent, but yes, the collectible part is there. You know what I'm saying? And you make an event about it. but they got to figure out a better business model to get comics to people, because I think people want to read comics, but I think it's just, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't live in big, huge cities that got local comic book stores. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? Or
Especially
it's hard to
people who
get
read
to a
a
local
lot.
comic book store.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely. The dog is yelling at me. He needs to go outside. So I appreciate
all right, yep.
the invite,
I
brother.
appreciate you jumping on.
Anytime.
Did you see when Chill jumped on?
Before me?
Yeah, he jumped on real quick because I guess he heard me talking shit about him. He jumped on, and I said, "Where you at, Chill?" I'm at a restaurant. Everybody was like, "Nah, you look like you in someone the embassy or something like that."
He had the Canadian embassy meeting with Aubrey. They having a discussion right now. They have a secret meeting.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, Blurts. I appreciate y'all for having me. Dre Mac, Lou, your other host, Mika. I appreciate y'all inviting me on.
Yep. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
All right, G.
Yep. All right, y'all. Dang, we almost did a 3-hour show. Good stuff. Any other questions before I get on up out of here? Anything that y'all want to talk about real quick? Got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Talk to me. Give me a good question real quick before I get up out of here. But yeah, Joe Mads was one of my favorite artists in the mid 90s. One of them, especially with the age, because of the Age of Apocalypse. It was him, the Kubert brothers. Probably those three right there were probably my favorite artists. Even though, you know, you had the Todd McFarlane's. Mark Silvestri too. Mark Silvestri, I think, is an underrated comic book artist. He don't get talked about a lot. But yeah, it was dope. Jay Lee, I had like Jay Lee's work. Did you see your cousin's new trailer, House of Dragon? I ain't watched the new trailer. I saw it was a new trailer that came out. I haven't watched it. They don't need to get me with the trailer. I might come back tomorrow and we can talk about this. I might talk about the trailer tomorrow. Real quick. It'll probably be early because I gotta hit the road. I gotta go see about my mom's in GA, but yeah, I'm with it. Not my cousin. Yeah, Jay Lee was Jay Lee had some dope. I ain't seen Jay Lee in a minute. But Jay Lee, dope stuff, man. Dope stuff. Is Marvel, are you saying is Marvel next? For the boycott? I think Marvel sneaks just enough black because you got Miles is about to have an ongoing coming. Now, if you boycotting due to like Black Panther purposes, possibly. But Marvel will sneak out a black product, whether it's ongoing or not. They will sneak out a black product. They do that. But one thing I do agree with Theo from what he was talking about earlier is Marvel and DC, they been doing what they've been doing. Like, I do agree with him saying it's not so white. DC and Marvel are white. They white. I agree with him on that. They are white. And it's how you know what I'm saying? You pick and choose the stories that you like, and that's what you do. And I think a lot of people have gotten away from that. Me, I'm a gravitate to the stories that I like, the artists that I like, the writers that I like, and I'm gonna read their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Marvel and DC, these are huge comic book publishers. You know what I'm saying? Huge. So find what you like, and hopefully they give it to you. And if they don't give it to you, you write them, let them know, and then you can move on to some black owned, black created books. It's okay. That's how I look at it. It's okay. Tell them how you feel, move on. And if they give you something in the next year or two, if you want to go back, you go back. If not, you don't. That's how I look at it. Am I going to see the He-Man film? Yes. If you probably heard me talk about He-Man, what it was last week, the week before last, I'm with it. I am with it, man. I think He-Man needed a redo, and I think if He-Man hits, I think we'll get a lot more 80s cartoon nostalgic things happening. I think the worst thing that Paramount is doing is not putting Voltron in the theaters. Like, to me, that's stupid. Maybe because it doesn't come out till next year. Maybe if they see what He-Man does, maybe they rethink it and say, you know what, let's find a spot for Voltron. But I think, why would you not put if Pacific Rim made money and ended up having a sequel, what do you think Voltron would do? You know what I'm saying? Pacific Rim made money. Voltron gotta make money. Like, I think Voltron would make money. He-Man, I think, is gonna make money. He-Man, I think He-Man might be one of those sleepers. You know what I'm saying? I think it might be one of those sleepers. Do you think film synergy has helped, or it's most definitely hurt comics? It's hurt comics. I think the films, they don't have to try. The bad thing is they don't have the trifecta going. You know what I'm saying? They don't have. They should be hitting every medium. Print medium. They should be given something in the animated form, and then they should be having something live action. Since they don't have those three going on simultaneously, that's why certain things don't translate. Because if I can imagine if, and this is going for James Gunn too, well, he has that going over there with Superman and Supergirl. Supergirl was introduced in the Superman cartoon. But imagine if you have these cartoons going on simultaneously with your live action stuff, right? Like I was saying earlier, a lot of kids get introduced to things through a visual medium. Through a visual medium, not, and I don't mean by reading. Cartoon. Kids is 100% on their tablets right now. My era, we sat in front of the TV. That's how we was introduced to things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got introduced to X-Men comics, Spider-Man comics, Batman comics because they watched the cartoon. That's what they should be trying. They should be trying to synergize that relationship. And they shouldn't be trying to turn comics into the movie. Yes, the movies, billion-dollar franchises, I get it. Harry, you know what I'm saying? Like a Harry Potter book. Like, they shouldn't be trying to rewrite Harry Potter because the movies did good. If you get what I'm saying, you know? And I'm with you, Lawrence. I would love a Thundercats something. Right now, I would just take anything Thundercats. You know what I'm saying? A live action movie, a cartoon, something. Like, I don't understand how Thundercats hasn't gotten anything. That don't make sense to me. Thundercats ain't got nothing. No, we got a G.I. Joe, we got a Transformers. We about to get a Vulture. Like, Thundercats don't have a live action, nothing. They ain't even tried. That's weird to me. I don't think it works in any sense. I mean, yeah, and when because I'm with you, I don't think you synergize. I think the way you synergize, I think I'm using the wrong word. I don't think you synergize. Let me say, you involve. How you get the audience involved is not through synergy. Let me say it that way. You don't get the audience involved through synergy. So you're absolutely right. The audience should be involved because they see something that they like. If Spider-Man cartoon is on, my kid now knows Spider-Man and is growing up watching Spider-Man, and as an you know what I'm saying, as an adolescent in the elementary school, going into middle school, they now have an interest in said franchise. When said franchise delivers a live action, they will be more inclined to go and see that live action thing. And that live action thing can be a standalone. All our movies back in the day, for the most part, were standalone. X-Men was a standalone thing. Think of the Batman. Batman 1, Batman Returns, the Val Kilmer joint, George Clooney. All of those are standalone stories that had nothing to do with the comic. Right? Had nothing to do with the comic. X-Men, same way, had nothing to do with the comics until they started to like the Phoenix. But even that Phoenix story was not the Phoenix story of the comics, right? You can have these standalone things and they'll work. Spider-Man. All of those things. Fantastic Four. Like, whether you liked it or not, it was because you saw Fantastic Four cartoon, because you saw Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends cartoon, and then the Spider-Man animated series, or the Justice League of America cartoon, things like that. If you don't have that pathway for the kids to watch it, then you're not going to get a new audience. You're not going to continue building on said audience. You're just not. You're just not. Got to engage with the audience. Scary Movie 6, Mopping Master of the Universe in the States, though. I can see that. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to reserve my right to speak on that. I want to reserve my right to see what Master of the Universe does. I think it's going to be a slow mover, but I think it will move. It's going to have legs. I do. I'm hearing good things about it. Engage the audience. Yeah. Michael B. Jordan could be Panthro or Thunder. I wouldn't pick him as Panthro, but why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not? I want to play Mumra though. If y'all do a Thundercats cartoon, show me where I need to audition at for Mumra. I would love to be Mumra. Love to be Mumra to ever live. Yeah, I don't need a potentially bad adaptation incorporated into comic book at all. At all. But I think that's the laziness of the corporate side. And I think a lot of these editors are more beholden to the corporate side. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they make the head of the comic book side also deal with the movie side, even with Brad Wonderbaum. I think that's a good move for Brad Wonderbaum. I like Brad Wonderbaum, but now he's heading up. He's in charge of that. You know what I'm saying? And even Kevin Feige is overall in charge of Marvel Comics. You know, I don't think that's the move. I think there need to be a stopgap in there. I think the editors should not be I don't think editors should be beholden to corporate side of things. You know what I'm saying? If y'all get that, you're not beholden. Yeah, man, I would love to play Mumra, dog. I would love to play Mumra. Mumra the ever living. I even be the decrepit Mumra. I be the all powerful Mumra. I think I could do it all, man. I think Mumra. I gave y'all my top villains from the 80s cartoons. Mumra is in there. Mumra, Cobra Commander, Skeletor. That's my top 3 right there. Megatron. That's my Mount Rushmore. That is my Mount Rushmore. For 80s Saturday morning cartoon villain. That's my Mount Rushmore. I kind of want to throw Gargamel in there for some reason. I want to throw Gargamel in there. Who else would I throw as 80s villain? That's just dedicated to Saturday morning cartoon. Now I got to think, but those are mine. That's my 4 and Impossible right there. Megatron, Cobra Commander, Skeletor, Mumra. I don't think you can beat them. Can't beat them. All right, man. One more question before I'm out of here. What y'all got? One more question before I bounce. Can't say true. One more question before I bounce. These digital books are the easiest way to see what's good and what's not. I'm personally still physical. Yeah, like, and this goes back to what Marcus said about the collectability. I still think you can do, because even with music, physical are still selling as collectors, as collect. You know what I'm saying? Vinyl is selling. People are selling CDs again. Now it's not to the point of selling them to really matter towards sales, even though some people are moving units, physical units. I give you a digital book, and you're gonna do 4, 5, 6 variant covers on a number one anyway. But this would give me the opportunity to actually read a run and decide whether I like a run or I like a book. I can still go out and buy that collectible, right? I can still go out and buy that number one issue or the reason behind it. But the thing is, I remember people aren't even talking about runs anymore. You know what I'm saying? People aren't even talking about what's a good run, what's a dope run. Like, that's not even a thing to where it's a collectible thing. Or they had collectible covers inside the run. I don't see covers being specialized covers throughout a run. It's always that number one that gets the variant. You know what I'm saying? I remember it'd be like an off. I always bring up what it is. What is that? Wolverine number? I want to say was what number? 90. Wolverine number 90. Which was Wolverine versus Sabretooth. That cover to me was dope. And this was right before the Age of Apocalypse. Wolverine, Sabretooth. We know what was going on in the book. But I think that's a cover that's, to me, is collectible. You know what I'm saying? That's a collectible cover. Shit, what's another collectible cover? I'm trying to think. Everything, a collectible cover don't always have to be a number one. I like what Todd McFarlane is doing over there with Spawn. Like 300 was dope. Some of these inside the number counts, having dope covers can also be collectible. You know what I'm saying? What new IP would you like to see adapted, and would you? New IP as far as a new book, or would you adapt it? What new IP would you like to see? Yeah, Spawn to me is always, I think Spawn is a viable IP that should be milked. I think it's a lot there. It works animated. I like what they did with Invincible. So I would, if I'm Todd McFarlane. Oh, that hasn't been adapted. Oh, okay, my bad. That hasn't been adapted. That's a good question. It hasn't been adapted. I think Philadelphia. I think you can adapt Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia would be a dope adaptation. Wildcats. I think what I do Wildcats aside before. Savage Dragon, the original Savage, back, not this porn Savage Dragon that Eric Larson is doing now. Savage Dragon, when they first started Image Comics, I think could be a dope live action thing you can do. What else? You remember what was it? Sleepwalker? D Stills, you remember Sleepwalker? Sleepwalker, that was one of the first comics I had. Sleepwalker from Marvel, I think would be a dope story that you can adapt. And I don't know if you would do it TV wise or do it on the big screen, but I think I would like to see Sleepwalker adapted. And then what was the other book? Was it Rabbit? What was the name of that book? It's because I don't have them. They at my mom's house. My old books are at my mom's house. I want to say his name was Rabbit. That ain't not Rabbit. Damn, I can't think of it. Oh, it's a book. It was kind of popular back in the 90s, and then it just died out. A lot of books like that was in the 90s. But yeah, man, like, it's some stuff that you can, what? Exo Man of War. Exo Man of War, I think, would be a dope adaptation. I know they did Bloodshot. And I don't think they did Bloodshot bad. I think Bloodshot came at the wrong time. Pandemic. I think it was one of the last pandemic movies. Bloodshot with Vin Diesel. I don't think that was a bad movie. But I think Exo Man of War, Ninja, I think those are all viable to be adapted. Vampirilla. Evil Ernie. Like I can go down the list now that I think about it. I was a big Evil Ernie fan. What else? I'm gonna just stop there. I'm gonna stop there. I think that works. The collectible cover, first Shang-Chi, Master Kung Fu. Yeah. You know what I would like to see? I would like to see them turn. You bring up Shang-Chi, and I know Shang-Chi is just Bruce Lee, but what if they turned Bruce Lee into a superhero? I was thinking about this because I saw an AI video of Bruce Lee doing it was him and Muhammad Ali, and you know, it was AI, whatever. But I was like, what if they turned Muhammad Ali and Bruce Lee into superheroes together? Kind of like how, if y'all remember Pro Stars, it was Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, and Bo Jackson. What if they did that with Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali, like a cartoon or anime? Just my thoughts. If y'all would let me a state of Bruce Lee and a state of Muhammad Ali, let me just pitch y'all something. I think y'all will be able to make money. I think that'll be dope. Just let me do that. You know. Phantom. Yeah, Phantom is dope. Cyberforce. Yeah, I think Cyberforce would work. You know what I hated to see? I hate that remember when Witchblade was on TNT and it was good for its time. I would like to see Witchblade be remade. And I know you said it hasn't been touched yet, but I think Witchblade, like if we just stayed in the Darkness universe, Witchblade, Darkness, what's the other? Aphrodite, what's the other one that I'm missing? But that universe, I think that universe works. I think you could do a lot with the Darkness universe. And the Darkness had got real popular, man. Yeah, I know it's based off Bruce Lee, but I would want Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali together doing superhero things. Right? Animated. I think that'd be dope. Yeah, Aphrodite would be fine. But yeah, I think that Mark Silvestri, that top guy, the Top Cow universe that Mark Silvestri put together over there, I think is dope, man. I think it's dope. I remember Gen 13 was supposed to be something. I think they was trying to do a Gen 13 book, but then I think it died, or not a book, but a Gen 13 either TV show or movie, but I think it died out because of Jim Lee selling Wildstorm to DC, and I think that came to an end. But I wouldn't mind Gen 13. I think that'd be dope. Yeah, Mark Silvestri. Yeah, that's top. Mark Silvestri's is Top Cow. That's his imprint. They got some good stuff over that Image, I think, and I don't know how it's not brought up more, but I think Image is a better publisher than DC and Marvel, in my opinion. It's just their unit, it's not an Image universe. Every publisher comes over and has their own thing or whatever. But to me, Image is what's killing it. I think Image is really holding the game down. You know what I'm saying? I think Image is really holding the game down. It don't get talked about a lot, but was there a Gen 13 film? I don't remember seeing it. You sure about that? Hold on. Let me look that up. I do not remember seeing it. Oh, it was an animated film. I did not know that. Did not know that. I'm about to go check this out. Is it any good? Danger Girl, yeah. Okay, I'm about to go check this out. Mark Hamill was in there as Threshold. Okay, I'm about to go check this out. Like, did it ever come out? Because it says it was premiered at Wizard World Chicago, 1998. Lee reported entered into agreement to sell Wildstorm DC. A time won't come. By this point, Disney reported still intended to release. So it didn't get released. While an official explanation why the film went unreleased in the United States. It didn't get released in the United States, D-Stizzle. While the film was never released in the United States, it did receive a limited video release in Europe, Australia by Paramount Pictures in the year 2000. I'm going to go find it and see. But yeah, they say they never released it in the United States. Have to check it out. You say it's okay, not bad, not great. I'm going to go check it out. Damn, something bit me. I'm going to go check it out. But yeah, man, that's the show. Appreciate y'all joining into Blurred AF. You know, we do this every Monday, man. Check out Dre in the morning. I should be doing something in the evening real quick, hopefully, because I do got to hit the road. But hopefully I got something to give y'all tomorrow. Check out Marcus from the Back of the Bus. Y'all check out Cinematic Nightmares. Mika had game night this past Saturday, which was real dope, real funny, but also hard at the same time. Like, Mika be coming with them hard ass questions. Y'all check her out. And I'm working on another podcast on a different channel, and I'll give y'all more information on that once I get everything finalized over there. So hopefully y'all can follow me also over there. But yeah, man, peace, as Dre says, peace and vibe higher, y'all. We up out this thing. Let me find this button so we can get up out of here, man. Let me see. Where's the outro at? Where is my outro? Yada.